Heating, cooling, and insulation. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Air Comfort Service is proud to support NAMI St. Louis in their mission to improve the lives of those with mental health conditions. Visit aircomfortservice.com/community to learn more.
Annie Frey, Ryan Wiggins, Brad Ray.
That's us. That's right. Gotta love this American ride.
What do you want from me? I'm not America's sweetheart.
For goodness sake, kid. Keep your voice down. Your father's listening to the radio.
I'm not America's sweetheart.
This is the Annie Frey Show on 97.1 FM Talk.
Happy Friday, man. It is a happy Friday. I'm happy to be here. I hope you are enjoying the beautiful weather here in St. Louis. We got a great show lined up for you. Rich Voss is going to be in studio with us shortly. Where are we putting him? Is he sitting on Ryan's lap? I think I saw Ryan moving chairs out of the studio.
I was going to dress up like Santa,
oh.
and that it would be a huge bit, and everybody.
It'd be natural for him to sit on your lap,
and so he would know where to sit when he came into the studio. That's why I did that.
I understand. Rich Voss is a stand-up comedian, writer, and actor, and he is performing at the St. Charles Funny Bone tonight at 7:30 p.m., Saturday at 6 and 8:30 p.m. as well. So you can go to stlewisfunnybone.com and check out the show. This will be a fun one. He'll be with us here in about 10 minutes. I'm excited about it. Yesterday, I apologize for my absence. I was 100% planning to be in here, to be in the show, was working to get everything lined up as per the usual, and my oldest daughter had to come home from school. And I'll tell you what, when she got in the car, I picked her up at about 9:45-ish or whatever. She's had a headache. She's had a headache for 4 or 5 days maybe now.
Long headache.
It's a long headache, and it's kind of a debilitating one. She comes home and she lays down, and that's where she rests until we have to go to the next thing. So I knew that was going on, and yesterday she was just really struggling to keep it together at school. So I went to get her, but when she got in the car, she said she felt nauseous. She's like, I think I might throw up. Now, if you're a parent and you've had a kid get in the car, say, I think I'm going to throw up. It's one of the most challenging times as a parent to not think about yourself over your kids. You know what I'm saying? You ever had a kid throw up in your car?
I don't think so. I think we've always narrowly
Kicked him
avoided.
out, made him walk?
Yeah, you just sort of open the door on the freeway. Say,
I mean,
try.
you do.
I mean,
You'd throw up down the side of the car.
I had a lot more throw up in my car with Uber than I did with kids.
No. So you, as an Uber driver, you understand the pangs of vomit in the vehicle.
Yeah, people having a little bit too good of a time and taking it out on me.
What do you do to get rid of it?
You contact Uber and they charge them a fortune.
How much?
At the time,
It's like
now this
hundreds.
is almost 8 years ago now. I think it was $100. And that at the time, you were like, oh my gosh, that's plenty. That's great.
Do you get that money?
Yeah, you get it. Yeah, they send it to you.
So are you saying, was it worth it?
It's lucrative.
Well, if it's just a little bit of throw up, you're like, hey, why don't you do a little spittle back there?
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah. if you could, that'd be great.
Yeah.
It's going to charge you, but I'm okay with it. No, it's when it's a lot that you're like, come on, this isn't working. But if they hit the floor mat, you can kind of sequester it.
So the idea is you take that money and you get your car cleaned.
Yeah.
Well, there was one time I had a kid throw up in the back of my car, and they were like, they're sitting directly behind me in this vehicle, and they were like, Mom, I gotta throw up. And you just free. This is where you really discover if you're a flight, fight, or freeze individual. In that moment, I was a freeze individual, and I had no time. It was, Mom, I gotta throw up, and then it was just bleh, all over the back of my car seat. And it was terrible. I mean, I ended up buying carpet cleaner, like Bissell carpet cleaner or whatever. After having cleaned it over and over and over again, you never know if you really got it clean until you've had a hot summer day.
Ooh.
And you think you got it. And it's a hot summer day, and you realize you didn't.
It's something just a little sour in the car.
So I got this Bissell carpet cleaner that was supposed to be for like tough to get out stains. You're supposed to dilute it, and mix it up. I just took it straight from the thing, and I dumped the whole bottle of it in my car all over everything and got rubber gloves and just scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed. It did it. It did the trick.
Oh, good. You reminded me the only time I think my kids did throw up in the car was when they were babies. Because you don't know what's happening back there. They're just going to go, bloop.
Like on themselves, though?
Well, yeah, but it would be on, if they were really sick.
Yeah.
It'd be sometimes,
Not
like
spit up.
a nice shot.
We're talking.
Yeah, they might shoot it out a little bit.
You guys are talking about your kids. I used to drive a school bus, and
That's why there's no cloth on school
oh,
buses.
that is absolutely why.
I know.
In the bus company because you were responsible for cleaning out your own bus. The bus company
not
that
know
I
that.
worked for had a wash bay with ramps, and you would pull the bus up on the ramps, and you take the garden hose inside, and you just hose it out.
It was my next option on the Explorer that I was driving after the concentrated Bissell cleaner all over. Regardless, yesterday I will allow my children, my older two, if you're sick, you're a teenager now, they're comfortable staying home by themselves. If it's just going to be a few hours, if you got a cold, if you just need to rest, if you got a headache or whatever, they can rest up at home. They could probably go to grandma and grandpa's if necessary. The vomit stuff, that's mom or dad duty. And it was on me yesterday. Fortunately, she did not get nauseous, but she did sleep all day. She still has a headache today. But I think she's getting a little bit better. She's got a state track tournament tomorrow, and she was up and moving last night, kind of rallying, and I think she's going to be fine. So I do appreciate Ryan Recker filling in for me yesterday, you guys picking up the slack. That was not planned. That was one of those kind of bottom of the seventh inning, Annie's not going to be here. Oh, boy, what do we do? In the meantime, though, of course, there's a ton of news churning through with the president's visit with President Xi in China. And I have to when I have a lot of time to sit and scroll through the old X and find out what type of stuff is being churned out. Sometimes I get a little too wrapped up in the entertainment of all the AI generated stuff that comes out of these things. There's always so funny memes and things that will distract me from the facts of the matter. We do want to know what's the grade of the summit between President Xi and President Trump. Jim Talent's going to be with us at 1:30. I don't know how to sum it up better than Jim Talent's going to be here at 1:30 to tell us all of those things that we need to know, because I don't feel like there's this big headline bombshell deal that was made. It seems as though the headlines coming out of this summit right now are that, and these are the American headlines, so, whatever, take that for whatever it is. China agrees that Iran needs to open up the strait. Seemed as though there was verbal agreement between China and the United States on what should happen next in Iran. It seems as though there were some deals made for some Boeing business, some big old jets that are going to be made. Maybe some of that, I don't know if that's going to be out of here, out of St. Louis, or where those jets will be made, but a lot of business that would be coming to the United States through purchase from the Chinese. And Taiwan seemed to be a really big part of what China brought to the table. So, in our conversation Tuesday with the heritage expert on the Indo-Pacific, I was kind of asking him to tell us, what's the point here? What's the goal for this summit? What is the win coming out? Is there something that would be considered a loss? And it really seemed on this surface to me that it was kind of a bro fest. The public face of this meeting between these two superpowers was, we are capable of being civil with one another. We respect one another. We understand one another. And we are formidable adversaries of one another. I don't know that there was much more than that. Senator Talent will certainly break down his thoughts at 1:30, which I'm very much so looking forward to. But did you feel like there was a big win? Did you feel like it was a loss? I don't feel like there was any loss to be had. And there's a September 24th summit in the United States where a, return the favor type of meeting will take place. And some of those tariffs are set to sunset in October. Of course, that's right before a November midterm. So there is a lot of a lot could culminate in that September meeting here in the United States. You remember when the last time President Xi was in the United States was when he came to San Francisco, and Gavin Newsom found it deep inside of his heart and his pocketbook to clean up like 4 blocks of San Francisco for President Xi. What?
Yeah, and reports are she was very impressed and that they are kindred spirits.
Okay, yeah. Gavin Newsom and President Xi, bosom buddies. So I'm interested in Jim Talent's take on that. Corey Malone is going to be with us at 105. Corey Malone is the owner of Air Comfort Service, our partner here on the Annie Frey Show. I love these people. I am a customer of them over and over and over again. But they are partnering with NAMI Walks, and we're going to have a little conversation about mental health awareness and what this event is that they're going to be participating in and how you can be involved in it as well. Mental health is an important topic of conversation. We're going to feature that at 105. And when we come back, Rich Voss is going to be in studio with us. I'm excited about this. Like I said, he'll be performing at the St. Charles Funny Bone tonight at 7:30 and Saturday at 6 and 8:30 p.m. stlewisfunnybone.com for tickets. So keep it right here. Going to meet Rich Voss on the Annie Frey Show next. Don't go away. Home Shield Foundation Repair, online at homeshieldfoundationrepairs.com. You could call 314-271-9900 and connect with Matt Hayes. Your foundation, if it's cracking, if it's leaking in your basement, if it's uneven on your patio, on your walkway, at work, at home, at church, you know that is a liability, a hazard, and it needs to be addressed. The question is, how do you address it? Let's take, for instance, the sidewalk that moves into your church, and you're on some board or committee, and you know this needs to be fixed, but you haven't really gotten around to doing it. You don't want people tripping. You don't want people falling, breaking hips, so on and so forth. You call Matt Hayes. He'll come out and look at this uneven concrete. You call him at 314-271-9900, and he'll use a system called polyjacking, which takes polyurethane foam, injects it under the concrete, raises it up, levels it out. It's as good as gold. Reach out to Matt Hayes for any foundation repair concerns you might have at 314-271-9900. HomeShieldFoundationRepairs.com.
This is Congressman Bob Onder. Americans demanded border security, and House Republicans delivered. According to the Department of Homeland Security, for 10 consecutive months, U.S. Customs and Border Protection has reported 0 illegal aliens released at the border. I'm proud to have worked with the Trump administration to secure our southern border and uphold our immigration laws, and will keep fighting to advance strong policies that protect Missourians and keep America safe.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Springtime in St. Louis, and if you hate to paint, do what your neighbor Mr. Rob Miller from Harvesttown Auto Body in St. Peters did. He called Rhino Shield. Rob, what was the thought process for going with Rhino Shield as a business owner?
My family's business is over 10,000 square feet, and it did not have the curb appeal I wanted.
Rob, tell everyone how the experience was with Rhino Shield from start to finish.
The process that I liked was when you came out, you gave me all of these options that would fit my building. Our building was really faded. I don't want to have to paint my building again. 25 years is a long time to not have to worry about the outside maintenance of your building as far as paint. That's a no-brainer. That's why Rhino Shield worked for me.
Are your neighbors jealous?
I would be if I was them.
Thanks, Rob. Now it's time to call 877-25-RHINO. 877-25-RHINO or 877-25rhino.com. Genius.
No pain, don't Rhino. Go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
What if every time you spent money, you saved money too? With Achieve It Checking from Together Credit Union, you can do just that. Every debit card purchase is rounded up to the nearest dollar, and the spare change goes right into your savings. And here's the best part. Together Credit Union boosts your progress by matching qualifying savings, up to $8 a month. It's a free checking account that helps you achieve more automatically. Learn more, or better yet, enroll today at togethercu.org. Together Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Nothing makes a gathering great like Eggland's Best Eggs. They're just so delicious with better nutrition, too. For us, it's eggs any style, as long as they're the best. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
The Annie Frey Show is St. Louis conservative.
Welcome back to the Annie Frey Show. Nothing like a little Backstreet Boys to get you in the mood on a Friday. Thanks for being with us this afternoon. Very excited to welcome Rich Voss into the studio with us. Rich, welcome.
How you doing? Now you're Annie.
I'm Annie.
So you're the main
Yeah,
character
Ryan,
here.
you hear that? You
that entirely.
I would. I mean, if it's Annie and two clowns.
It's not, though.
Man, he's my favorite guest.
No. In fact, I would consider Brad to be really not a part of that conversation at all. I would say it's really between me and Annie as to who is the top build.
The top.
She tends to have that because her name is on the show.
Mhm.
Yes.
But I try
Rich,
to.
can you tell who has the complex here?
I don't know. I mean, listen. I'm not here to judge. I'm glad that I'm here. This is the biggest thing that's ever happened to me.
It's the biggest thing that's ever happened to Ryan, too.
Yes.
So it's a big moment for you,
I
too.
mean, this is so Annie. And how long have I? I've never been here before. I haven't been
I
in
don't think
St.
so.
Louis
I don't
in
think so.
years.
Mm-mm.
Now, how long have you been doing radio?
I have been in radio for 20 years this year. I started in sports talk radio for 3, and then
A lady in sports talk.
I breaking glass ceilings before Hillary Clinton even knew what she was talking about.
That whole thing about trans men or men and female sports.
Yeah.
My opinion is there shouldn't be female sports. I mean, I think if
You're in the right place here.
I think if a lady does all her chores,
Yeah.
she could shoot some hoops in the driveway.
Yeah.
Something, maybe some badminton or something, or croquet during the family reunion.
Badminton. Why badminton?
Well, because it's not that violent and they can hold a racket, being that they're weaker than most people.
Mm-hmm.
Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way.
No, not in a bad way. Annie.
Ryan?
Well, I agree with him.
Oh, man.
He's saying stuff I normally say when I sit right there.
Rich Voss is going to be at the St. Louis Funny Bone and Street to St. Charles tonight, 7:30 p.m.
What town? St. Charles?
St. Charles. St. Charles is in the bubble of St. Louis.
Yeah.
So St. Louis, but Street to St. Charles. It's great.
I guarantee this, and I guarantee I'm funnier than any other comic in any other club.
Yeah?
In town.
In town?
I'm 100%.
In the DMA?
I 100% know I'm a better comic.
Uh-huh.
But some people might have more followers, and that's why they get hired.
Yeah.
They might have more followers on Instagram, so a lot of places don't care about talent. They care about
Followers. Influence.
numbers. Yeah.
You're on Fox. You on the
I'm on
Gutfeld show.
I'm the #1 late night TV show once a month.
So what do you bring to the Gutfeld show? When you come there, are you bringing the content? Are you just reacting to the stories as Gutfeld throws them at you? How's that work?
Here, let me tell you something, Annie. One, my main objective is to be funny for an hour. Where else are you going to be on TV for an hour and have the chance to be funny throughout an hour? Like Tyrus and Kat are so smart and they're so political and well-read. And, I mean, they're really good at what they do. So I couldn't compete with them with my political knowledge.
Yeah.
So my job is to be funny. That's why I'm a comic. But I will throw some political stuff in. I mean, if it came to Israel, I'll outsmart anybody with their fake outrage and their crap that's going on in their heads. Boycott. Okay, then stop with using your cell phone right there. But that's a whole nother thing.
Do you find the political news cycle, because we have to remind ourselves we're steeped in headlines and news, like we're like super nerds when it comes to knowing the TikTok of what the news cycle is. That's not the way people live their lives. And I think people really can consume a lot of what's going on in the news, and they probably do with humor more than they do with just the nerdery of it.
Well, I mean, people are being brainwashed now. Whichever way you're looking at things, from whatever side you're coming from, your feed on the internet is going to be all stuff towards your, political views or social views, even entertainment, whatever. It's going to be. So I try to stay off. I mean, I'll go to Facebook. I go to Facebook Marketplace a lot. That's my new place.
What do you look for good deals? What are you looking for on Facebook
I don't
Marketplace?
I buy golf, whatever. Someone was selling. This is no lie. 2 cans of shaving cream for $1 a piece. I'm going, how bad is? I wanted to go. What's your address? I'll mail you a check for $5. You can, like who's going to that guy's house? I couldn't find shaving cream anywhere.
So wait a
Thank
second.
God.
You're not buying.
Well, I bought a
discount
couple things.
Shaving cream.
No, I'm not buying shaving.
Okay.
If I did, I would.
Ryan
say,
is that guy.
Well,
Ryan
I-
is buying discount
I'll take
shaving.
your $5.
No, I would
In a
go.
check.
Yeah.
I would go to the guy's house. I'll buy it if you can shave my back.
Okay.
Even though I don't have hair on my back.
Ryan will probably shave your back.
I just
if
want a grown
you-
man shaving my back
Yeah.
at this point in my life.
At this point in your
It seems
what got you here?
that seems a little too low cost for that. Like, I don't think that I would do that for $2 to $5.
No, it's $2. Oh, you wouldn't shave.
No,
my
I
back.
would not shave your back for that little.
Can we find what would you shave?
Probably 10.
10. I don't have any hair on my back, so it would be quick. I'm not an animal.
Okay, let's do
Okay.
it. Let's do it.
I don't
Rich
sell
Voss
oil.
In studio with us, stand-up comedian, writer, actor. He is at the Streets of St. Charles Funny Bone tonight at 7:30 p.m. Saturday, 6 and 8:30 p.m. Tickets available right now at stlewisfunnybone.com. Hurry up, run and get them. Schedule a nice dinner tonight in the Streets of St. Charles, and then go laugh and laugh and laugh. And go see a comedy show. If you haven't yet, I keep telling you this. This is where it's at, stand-up comedy. The laughter is medicine. You, Rich,
Tell that to somebody with cancer.
well, that's hard. That's hard to respond to. But I think that getting somebody who has cancer to laugh would be a challenge and
Yes.
and a worthy cause.
Yes, I'm falling apart. I just got stem cell shot in my shoulders.
Yeah.
And it's so weird because late at night as I lay in bed, I could hear the little fetus crying.
Oh my
I-
gosh.
What? I'm not supposed to say that on
Lord
Fox.
have mercy. Do you
No.
do you find
What?
is your stand-up
I
comedy
just lost 10
10
customers.
followers?
for that.
Probably not.
Go ahead. Do I find what?
Do you find politics to put in your comedy, or does the comedy just include politics when it strikes you?
I mean, something, yeah, I mean, I'll give my opinion on certain things. I'm not a political comic,
Yeah.
And a lot of this stuff is gone in a week or, I'm still worried about what's going on with Nancy Guthrie. It's been months.
It's kind of a crazy. It was the
Yeah.
leading story for what, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, like
Nonstop. I mean, they started interviewing her mailman. They ran out of people to interview.
And then
Well,
it's like, I guess she just is missing.
And at 84 years old, and originally they asked for $5 million. I mean, she's 84. Seems a little steep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
5,
Right.
What?
I mean,
No.
I kind of know what he's saying.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was my wife, I might spend $20,000, maybe
$20K
at the most
for your wife.
Yeah.
I don't know your wife.
Yeah, $20,000.
I'll shave your back for 10.
Yeah,
Dollars.
you got nice teeth. How are your teeth so nice?
Mine?
Yeah, I'm looking at
I don't
her
know.
teeth.
This is a conversation we have a lot.
About her teeth?
Yeah, yeah.
These
Every
are just my
Friday,
teeth.
this comes up, and you know what? For some reason, you've gotten there naturally. Normally, she leads the conversation there.
About her teeth?
Yeah.
I have not ever in my lifetime brought up a conversation about my teeth.
Yes, you
Well,
have.
Ever.
you're so good at it, you make it feel organic. But we always end up talking about your
You guys
smile.
have kids?
I have. Well, you say you guys, like my husband and I do. I have not.
We are not. We are not married. Although I have to tell her she has a nice smile a lot.
As if you were my husband.
Yeah, as if.
I have 4 children with my husband. Yes.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have 3.
Yeah, take
we
a
have
minute.
7 between us. How many do you have?
I have 3.
Yeah.
You have 3. Okay, so we got 10.
3 is for quitters.
Yeah, I got one daughter in college and 2 older daughters. My oldest daughter married this black dude. I mean, so I heard it through the family. He's my favorite.
Yeah.
He's my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other son-in-law is, but this guy, my grandson, Aiden, he's the cool. Let me tell you something.
So your grandpa.
Yeah, when a black guy and a white girl get married and they have a beautiful Puerto Rican baby, it's amazing.
Yeah.
That is something of a surprise too.
What is it like to be a grandpa?
You're in and out. You get to leave.
Yeah.
It's good.
The exit is the peak grandpa.
Yeah.
Do you play games? Do you put yourself in his world? Do you bring him into yours?
I play whatever toys they want to play with, or
Yeah.
I chase them. I won't chase them through the tomato plants with a thing because I don't want to have a heart attack like Brando in The Godfather. But
Right, it would be very similar.
Huh?
That would be very similar.
I guess you just go to the house
Logical.
during whatever dinner.
right.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said it's logical.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want that.
No, I just play with their little toys. I'm not gonna, they're 4 years old and 2 years old.
Do grandkids make you feel young again, or do they make you feel old?
The hearing aids make me feel old.
Okay.
When you're old, like I'm so old. I really am. But I don't even really
don't look
need
it.
these. I don't need these. But they say it helps with Alzheimer's, so I got them.
Okay.
Have you heard that?
No, I've never heard that.
Then you better get some too.
Okay.
Okay. But I just
Just
thought
like,
of that.
We're just going to set them on the shelf, though. I just
Open
want
the
to own
door
them.
and walk right through that one.
No, but
Have you heard?
wait, what's that? This is how old I am. In
like it.
1976,
Yeah.
I went to see Elton John at Madison Square Garden.
Mm.
Kiki D came out and sang "Don't Go Breaking My Heart." Do you remember that song? They sang
Yeah.
for you.
Don't go
76.
breaking my heart.
I mean, I'm sober 40 years now, but
Congratulations.
smoking pot, drinking, doing whatever, out
Mm-hmm.
of my mind. Then I saw him like 4 years ago on his farewell tour. I was on Tylenol and blood thinners.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
How time changes things.
It's just you get up. Mentally, you feel young.
Yeah.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
But your body, if I woke up, I don't look as bad as that geek, but all right, he's got a 4-cylinder. He goes to those parades, but you know what I'm saying. He's at those parades. I have nothing against those parades.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Halloween's a big day for them. So you feel. But in your head, you don't see the transformation in your face as you get. You know what I mean?
Do you
'Cause it
see
happens-
people like peers? So I'm 42, and
I didn't think you were that old.
thank you. I'm
tell you-
42. I'm playing on a co-ed YMCA volleyball team, and I was an athlete through my senior year of high school. So I still have the mental capacity to play this game, but I have not felt more 42 than playing with some of these people on my team who are in their 20s.
I mean volleyball gay, but
Not for girls.
lesbians.
Plus, have you ever
Is
seen?
that true, Annie?
Have you ever seen? I have cited my 4 children with my husband, so I feel comfortable there. And I've seen some men play some volleyball, and it's pretty amazing to see.
Pretty good, I guess.
But-
good exercise.
Sure, physically.
And what days do you play pickleball?
Oh, I don't. Not yet. I'm not there yet. Do you?
No, I'd rather walk through Lebanon holding a Torah than play.
Then play
Play
pickleball?
pickleball, yes.
What do you have against pickleball? My
By the way,
gosh.
do you play pickleball?
No, I just think it looks cool.
Yeah, tell that to your knees.
Okay, that's what I've heard.
That's what I heard.
It's when you get to a certain age, people go, pickleball is one of the dumbest sports you can play because of that very reason.
Knees?
But
Knees.
why is tennis any different?
I don't know. I don't know if it is. Maybe it's
Maybe
the
it's
same.
not as quick and as many quick
a little bigger.
turns.
Chris on our YouTube says, I can't stop looking at Annie's teeth now.
Who's
Thanks. Chris, we got a YouTube live broadcast going
Oh.
along with the radio broadcast. And
Wow.
Now
How do you do that?
Brad.
None of us really know.
It's magic. Can you stick around for one more segment?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Only because of your teeth.
Thank you. I'm glad I brushed them today.
That's great. Normally you got brownies all stuck in them and stuff.
That doesn't happen, Ryan.
Oh.
Yeah, I would actually like a brownie right now. Rich Voss is in studio with us, stand-up comedian, writer, and actor. You've seen him on Gutfeld. You can see him in person tonight at the Streets of St. Charles Funny Bone, 7:30 p.m. this evening, Saturday, 6 and 8:30 p.m. stlewisfunnybone.com for tickets, yes?
You know what I did? I think it was over the summer here at the big arena. I opened for Shane Gillis at the arena here.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
We're big Shane Gillis fans.
And I walked up, and this is how smart I am. There's 20,000 people. And I said, F the Rams. They
Oh.
love me right there.
Yeah, you are in the right place. All right, we'll be right back with more with Rich Voss in studio with us. Don't go away. All right, let's talk about your retirement. Maybe you're in your pickleball years and you are thinking about transitioning into your retirement years. Call 314-993-9494. That's 314-993-9494. Connect with Thomas Helbig, with Bob and Tammy Kershaw, and start the conversation. The first conversation, it's free, no cost, no obligation. Review of your retirement, what you've saved and accumulated so far, so you can have an understood plan of how to ensure that the money that you've got saved up is going to last you throughout the course of your retirement. It starts with a phone call and an appointment, a scheduled one. Like I said, free for you, doesn't cost you anything. You can talk to the folks at the Retirement Advisory Group and quickly understand, yeah, these are people I want to work with. 314-993-9494, 314-993-9494. If you want to learn the strategies that give you market growth and protect you from market losses at the same time, the Retirement Advisory Group, they're waiting for your call. Call them and tell them Annie sent you. 314-993-9494. Online at retirementkey.com.
Every day we do a YouTube live chat poll. Today's on a Friday is a little less severe than usual. It is severe, political, this is a little more light. How do you view graduation season? Is it a season of beginnings or is it a season of endings? I could see this going either way. Let us know what you think about this topic. It's the YouTube live chat poll. You find it by finding our socials and voting there on YouTube with the live stream. It is 12:36. This time check is sponsored by Jerry Kelly Heating, Air Conditioning, Electrical, and Plumbing.
It's time for a $98 AC tune-up.
Freedom has a frequency. 97.1 FM Talk. 97.1 FM Talk. St. Louis Conservative.
All right, this is a reminder to Rich Voss that we are now on the radio. Hi.
Hi. Have I said anything that
No.
could get anybody in trouble yet?
No, not yet. No.
Yeah.
You got something in the quiver there?
No. Are you kidding me? I'm very professional.
Rich Voss is going to be in person at the stlouisfunnybone.com. You go to stlouisfunnybone.com to get your tickets for the Street to St. Charles. Tonight, the show is at 7:30 p.m., Saturday at 6 and 8:30. You do Gutfeld show, so you know a lot of the folks at Fox News, but you're touring the country.
I've done TV for the last Last Comic Standing, Tough Crowd. I've done them all these shows.
How does the industry, and all of that's kind of industry, how does that compare to going and standing on a stage, a personal stage like the Funny Bone it's a pretty intimate room. You're not super separate from the people
I
in there.
love when the crowd's right up on top of me.
Is there a difference? And if there is, what is it between the industry people and those people you're going to see tonight at the Funny Bone?
Industry has no people that come to the show want to have a good time. They're dealing with, mortgages, rent.
Yeah.
Industry people only care about numbers. That's all they care about is numbers. Whatever industry you're in, it's all numbers. It has nothing to do with talent or, it's just numbers. People that are coming there want to have a good time, and it's not about numbers for them. It's about them forgetting about what they're dealing with, going out, and having some people go out to dinner, go to a show.
Yeah.
Like when you work Vegas, like I'll do comedy clubs in Vegas, some of the clubs. People are going to those clubs because they don't want to go to the big show and pay $200 or $300, whatever it costs to see half of Siegfried and Roy, So they'll go to but then they go, well, we went to Vegas and we went to a show.
Yeah.
Still, you know what I mean? So they'll go to, like, next week I'm at the Comedy Cellar at the Rio next week.
Mm.
So people will go there, tourists or whatever, and they go, oh, we went to a couple shows in Vegas. So in a club like this, people just want to go out and forget what they have to, whatever. I mean, they still have to, turn and look at their partners. They still have to deal with that horrific moment in life, Ugh.
Do you feel like how do you view being a stand-up comedian in 2026? Because do you feel we're kind of in the post-cancel culture world? I think comedy is one of the things that brought us back to life from it. Do you feel a responsibility?
Well, here's the thing: you can't cancel me because I have nothing going on. You can't cancel nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care. I've been in this business so long. I look at everything as a bonus because I truly. What can I? I've done everything. I've written on Oscars. I hosted Woodstock. I roasted Trump on a roast once. So I just did Madison Square Garden with Shane. I mean, look, there was 20,000 people, not one there to see me, but I still did it.
Sure, you're still there. You're still in the room.
There. So I think cancel culture, it's again about numbers. Are we going to lose with what this person said, or are we going to gain?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So they'll drop you. The people that will drop you, especially the most hypocritical people on the planet. You can't say that, but yet they'll move out of town because of who moved next to them. They're. I don't want to get too political. You know what I mean?
Wouldn't want to do that. Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying people are a bunch of. There's a lot of phonies when it comes to, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I had an argument with somebody about what's going on in the Middle East. And I said to them, I go, how much do you believe is AI on the internet? And that person said probably 80-90%.
Wow.
I go, so then you believe all the pictures that are coming out of there are true? If everything else is 80 or 9%, how are those pictures the true ones, that are coming from terrorists? But, and that person said, good point. And I said, okay, I'll still stay married to you.
How long have you been married?
This is our 20th and final year.
I've never heard it said that way before.
No, we're separated.
Yeah?
Just practicing.
In practice, yeah.
No, my wife's a comic. She's great. She's one of the best comics in the country.
Mm-hmm. Is she funnier than you?
Is she what?
Is she funnier than you?
You can't compare Picasso to Rembrandt. You can't,
You should try, though.
Yeah, it's your shot. She's not here.
Excuse me and the main lady are talking.
Put it on the board! The main lady!
Oh, I thought you said mean lady. That's the way it's going to live on in my head.
This is what he does. Just tweaks just a little bit there.
Where's the intern with my hat? He's never coming back. He stinks. The intern or whatever he does.
Ethan, he's doing it. I promise you he's trying as hard as he can.
He's not coming back with a hat.
If
this is
a hat,
whole radio studio. You don't have one Cardinals hat here?
You gotta ask. You gotta ask KMOX. You gotta ask our sister
him?
station. No, that guy works for KMOX. He might be able to get Andrew.
I'll tell you. I'll get a customer and 2 people free tomorrow night with a Cardinal white hat with a red Cardinal and the plastic in the back.
Yes, I've got it down. If we can't get you one here today, maybe you'll find one in your presence here.
I don't want the kind that just fit with no back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like his.
Yeah, what's the matter with his hat?
Oh, is it fitted?
Yeah, I don't like that. Those
Snapback.
Snapback. That's what not
Snapback.
metal back. Snapback.
Yes.
So back to seriousness.
Yes.
I mean,
back
I
to your
can
wife.
afford a hat. Don't get me wrong. I'm a high roller.
Yeah, but you're in the
it's
industry and you know things can be free if you, if you manifest it.
Welcome.
Listen, if anybody works at Jersey Mike's, no.
I'd like lunch. That's
So,
great.
You must get your teeth whitened for free, right?
I just brush them.
You brush them?
Yeah.
Well, they're caps, so they don't have to.
No, I didn't even have braces. I'm grateful.
I can tell.
Yeah, I'm grateful for your compliments on my teeth, but I'm super self-conscious about it right now. These two know
Why?
how uncomfortable I am.
Yeah.
Nah, it's fine.
Rich, I think you may be the first person who's ever complimented her on her teeth.
Well, I'm not going to say anything about her.
I know. I mean, it's probably a good way to go. I'm just telling you that I think
I'm a teeth person.
We're going to be talking about you talking about her teeth
forever
for a long time.
Oh, why? She's got nice teeth.
Well, I'm not arguing with you.
These are all. This is $70,000.
Oh yeah,
these are implants. She knows about implants.
Can you smile real big into that camera right there?
Tell me.
There you go.
I mean, but
Go
you
on.
only had to get 2 implants. I had to get all
of
teeth.
them. Yeah, you have great teeth too.
Yeah, they're implants.
Yeah, you invested in them. They look great.
Yeah, that's what happens when you do things back in the day that make your teeth rot.
Yeah, it's the same thing I did. That's why I got implants.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have implant. Oh,
No,
down.
I don't.
Oh.
No.
Your 4 kids wrecked those things.
I've got implants, but they're my calves.
Yeah.
No.
I had tiny little bird legs, and I thought women want to see big calves, so I got my calves implanted.
Now I know why you're the second here.
I'm questioning why he made it to second.
Wait, how many hours you guys do a day? 4 hours?
3.
3? That's not bad.
5 days a week, 3 hours a day. Noon
You
to
got to
3.
do Friday?
Yeah, we're here.
Today's Friday. Oh, sorry.
No, we came in for you, Rich.
No. Listen.
We normally don't do a show today.
This is my day off, but
Do
I
you
came in
get
here for
comics every week?
No, not necessarily.
Oh.
We work with the Funny Bone, and we work to get people in here that we think our audience would like to hear. You're one of them.
Oh, boy. Somebody's getting fired.
We recently talked to Kevin Farley, and you know what he was promoting?
His brother?
Pickleball. No, pickleball.
He's got a movie coming out called
things.
Pickleball. Yeah, that was last week.
He seemed like a nice guy. I think
He's
I
a
met
really
him
nice
once.
guy. Yeah. He was a pretty nice, normal guy, and then there's that Farley contingent to him that is really special. So
The one clip, see, now he's got to hear this, but he's not here. This one clip from Chris Farley, I've probably watched it 50 times, where he says, I met Will Smith over the weekend, and you never seen this clip? It's like a morning show.
Okay.
And the lady's real mourning.
Yeah.
Where'd you meet
Yeah.
Will Smith?
that's why we're in the
I
afternoon. I'm
saw
not that.
No, it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's so funny. Oh, God.
We'll have to look it up.
I don't explain things well.
We'll find it.
You'll find it.
We'll find
Just-
it. We'll review it.
I guarantee you can do it right now. What does he do here?
Him,
He
Brad.
looks up Chris Farley
Dick
clips.
Bucket's head. He looks like he played football in the 60s. Stupid state trooper haircut.
Oh my
you
God.
guys are like Santa's broken toys.
Yeah, I know that's why they put us in this back corner studio.
I know.
It's like they let us play. Really,
What you said this isn't? Where's your real studio?
they're renovating the whole thing, bottom floor to the top.
Oh, that's
and,
because of the morning show for them, right?
probably Mark Cox is super demanding.
Who's the
And,
morning show? Is it all Fox? Is this all Fox?
We are Mark Cox in the morning, and then Brian Kilmeade's syndicated show is on, and
Oh, I've
then
heard
mine,
him.
and then Mark Reardon, Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, I know Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it now.
Did we
Wait,
go
don't
up
you do the Gutfeld rerun too, like the TV? I hear
Not on
that
the radio.
on Fox. I hear it
Yeah.
back home in in a real place.
A real place. Well, I'm going to encourage people to go get tickets while they last. stlewisfunnybone.com, stlewisfunnybone.com. Tonight at the Streets of St. Charles Funny Bone, 7:30 p.m. And tomorrow, 6 p.m. and 8:30. Rich is super pumped about that 6 p.m. show too, right?
Well, usually when I go on the road, but this is only for 2 days. I usually bring my golf clubs.
Yeah.
So I would play golf on set. Like
So
last
6
week.
p.m. is a little
would be
Close.
early. That's nap time. But last week I was in San Diego, but I brought clubs because I was going to San Diego. Next week I'm in Vegas, so I'll bring clubs.
All right.
But 6 o'clock, I don't mind it when I'm not playing golf.
Yeah. Well, there you go. We'll have a great crowd for you at the streets of St. Charles. Rich Voss, thanks for joining us today and spending some time.
I'm telling you, this was a treat. I'm telling you,
I believe you.
You know what? No, because I'll tell you why. You're good at this. You didn't bring up the dumb questions, like how was last comic standing, and this. You asked real
You mean
questions.
That?
Yes.
Okay.
I go on the radio. One guy, I was doing an interview. He goes, "What's your show preparation?"
Mm-hmm.
I go, "I put marbles in my butt," and. There was no follow-up question.
That's it?
That's it. You would think.
I would have a lot of follow-up questions. I don't know how many I'd be brave enough to ask, though.
Do you shoot them at the crowd? What do you know?
Yeah, is this show a hazard? My goodness. Rich Voss, thank you for being with us. We're going to get Ethan in that hat either today or maybe soon. That Cardinals hat.
It's not happening.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll give it our best shot. Rich Voss
Thank
at
you.
the Streets of St. Charles Funny Bone tonight, stlewisfunnybone.com. We'll be right back.
.1 FM Talk is proud to support the Guns N' Hoses First Responders Soccer Cup, May 30th at Worldwide Technology Soccer Park. Law enforcement battles firefighters and EMTs on the field, all for a great cause. 971talk.com/events.
License number GL250000615.
We've seen all kinds of clogs, so remember the rule. Only flush 3 things. Number 1, number 2, and toilet paper.
What about my dinosaurs?
No?
My monster truck?
Nope.
What about...
If it's not the big 3, don't flush it.
But if someone does flush a dinosaur...
Call Grasser. We clear the clog and get things moving again.
Green is always Grasser at GrasserHomeservices.com.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-948-7878. That's 800-948-7878.
It's time for you to get to know my friends at Lit Cigar Lounge in Chesterfield, where luxury meets comfort. Mark Cox here. They have a great selection of rare bourbons, whiskeys, craft cocktails, anything you like to drink, cold beer, premium hand-rolled cigars from the finest makers in the world, even private lockers that are available if you choose to. Perfect for date nights or business meetings, and live music every Friday night. Family owned and operated. Check them out in Chesterfield at the District. It's litstl.com.
Tired of the turbulence in the stock market? Maybe it's time for a change. Tune into the Crest Report every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon and learn more about precious metals. That's Golden Crest Metals. GoldenCrestMetals.com.
We've been talking to you about the Funny Bone, Streets of St. Charles Funny Bone. Just had Rich Voss in studio with us here. You can hear that interview on the Odyssey app, where we get our podcasts, Annie Frey Show on the Odyssey app. But if you want to see Rich Voss in person tonight, what a cool opportunity at the Streets of St. Charles Funny Bone. Tonight's show at 7:30 p.m., tomorrow at 6 and 8:30 p.m. You go to stlewisfunnybone.com, stlewisfunnybone.com, and you can get your tickets reserved right now. Also, we're going to be excited to welcome John Gasper to the Westport Funny Bone tonight through Sunday. Both of those shows, all the information you need if you want to spend some time this weekend laughing and having a good time, go grab a bite to eat and enjoy a great show. Go to stlewisfunnybone.com.
This is the Annie Frey Show on 97.1 FM Talk, St. Louis Conservative.
Is Ethan drunk today? Why?
Is this in our library?
Yeah, it is now.
Wow.
This is an Ethan choice.
He really thought this would be great.
Let's get to Wiggins America. Be or not the bee.
The bee or not the bee.
All right, real quick, these are some stories that are either fake from the Babylon Bee or they are real. I'll read the headline. Tell me which is which. First one, Keir Starmer admits he has no idea how to pronounce his own name.
I guess that's a bee.
I'm going to say B.
That is the B. Quote, I've given a lot of you people flack for getting it wrong, but the truth is I haven't the foggiest idea how it's pronounced either, Starmer said. I don't even know how to spell it. Critics of Starmer, or perhaps Starmer, have frequently cited his ridiculous name as among several reasons he should resign, but admitted not knowing his true name may make it impossible to oppose him. I don't know.
What are the options?
Keir, I don't know, and I don't know which one is the correct one. What are you doing?
Yeah, I tried to fix your camera.
Okay, thank you very much. Next one is California City installs signs for Charlie Kirk Way. Real or fake?
I think this is real.
This is real. This is a real story. The redesignation of All American Way to Charlie Kirk Way is in honor of slain activist Charlie Kirk, according to Westminster City Council staff reports. This is in California. The signage was approved by the city council in a 4-1 vote last fall.
Slain activists. That's just so sad.
Yeah. Mayor Charlie Nguyen proposed the motion to commemorate Charlie Kirk's life and legacy. That's real.
Good.
Let's see. One more. National Association of Dogs announced they deserve a little treat.
Oh, I'm going to say real. It's possible.
This is real.
It's real.
It just comes from the Babylon Bee.
It's the bee.
Quote, the dogs said, quote, whether we have successfully sat, stayed, or simply existed in a room for 3 consecutive minutes without taking a little bite of our owner's breakfast, the data shows we are very good boys. Therefore, the immediate distribution of a dental chew or perhaps a small morsel of your bacon is not just a request, it is a matter of justice. It's a B article.
It's just the B. All right, I got it. All right, let's take a quick break here. Corey Malone is going to join us here in studio, and he's in studio, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Corey Malone is going to talk to us about NAMI and what Air Comfort Service is doing to help bring this is very hard to talk about over the song. I'm struggling professionally here. Mental health is something we need to talk about and bring awareness to, and Corey Malone and Air Comfort Service is absolutely doing that. Plus, Jim Talent at 1:30 to give us the update on China U.S. talks. We'll be right back.
Public schools, like public libraries, should be free and open to all. Open enrollment allows parents to choose the school that's the best fit for their children. Maybe another school has a wider curriculum, is bigger or smaller. Maybe a kid is being bullied and would be more comfortable at another school. 75% of parents favor open enrollment. Open enrollment programs now exist in 43 states, and Missouri should join them. Our next-door neighbor, Kansas, has one of the strongest open enrollment policies in the nation. Kansas parents are trusted with choices and options, while Missouri parents must move out of their home to change public schools. And it's a trend. Nationwide, the percentage of students going to their chosen public school has steadily increased. Assigning kids to schools based on their zip code is the old way. Open enrollment is a better way. Learn more at showmeinstitute.org. The Show Me Minute has been brought to you by Show Me Institute and Show Me Opportunity.
CiviaLaw.com is the website. More specifically, CiviaLaw.com/events. If you have been thinking about learning a little bit about estate planning, establishing a trust, making sure that your powers of attorney are established and taken care of, then you don't have to think about them anymore. It's important to have these conversations with somebody who you can trust, and I encourage you to hire Todd Civia for exactly that. That's who my husband and I went through to get our trust established. If you call 833-995-WILL, that's 833-995-WILL, you're going to get connected to the Civia Law offices. Now, they have a lot of offices in Illinois and Missouri, Edwardsville, East Alton, Swansea, Centralia, Mount Vernon in Illinois. And in Missouri, they have offices in Wentzville and Creve Coeur. You schedule at first appointment with them, and you mention my name if you're one of the first 10 callers right now to 833-995-WILL, and you mention Annie. That strategy session is a $300 value, free. Got to mention my name, though. If you're looking to attend an event locally as well, Civula.com/events.
Gentlemen, Mark Cox here. When's the last time you actually felt like yourself? Victory Men's Health specializes in hormone optimization, sexual health, weight loss, and longevity. It's built for everyday men who just want to feel better and perform their best. They already have offices in Town and Country, Sunset Hills, O'Fallon, Missouri, and O'Fallon, Illinois. They're about to open a new location in Glen Carbon very soon. It's a higher standard of care just waiting for you. Learn more at victorymenshealth.com.
Imagine this, a summer evening, relaxing under a beautiful porch overhang, hosting your friends on a composite deck, or enjoying a bug-free breeze in a screened room. That sounds dreamy, right? Hi, it's Kim, and that dream can be your reality with Lakeside Renovation and Design because they specialize in creating outdoor spaces that make your backyard the go-to spot for family and friends. And with their attention to detail and the high-quality materials they use, you'll have a space that lasts for years. Visit lakesiderd.com today to get started on your outdoor oasis.
KFTK FM Florissant from the Kaufman Townsley St. Louis's Injury Lawyers Studio. Call 314-777-7777.
That's 314-777-7777. I'm Carmen Roberts, Fox News. Harvey Weinstein's rape retrial ended in mistrial today after the jury deadlocked in the closely watched case that another jury failed to decide last year. While the former Hollywood mogul has been convicted of other sex crimes on the East and West Coast and remains behind bars, this mistrial leaves the New York rape charge in limbo after 3 trials. The majority male Manhattan jury had been weighing whether Weinstein raped Jessica Mann in 2013. President Trump says he's returning from China with his pockets full after a 2-day summit with President Xi. Fox's Alexandria Hoff has more from the White House.
That alongside those top business leaders that he took this trip with, preliminary economic commitments have been made.
President Xi's an incredible guy. Got along, made a lot of great trade deals, including over 200 planes for Boeing.
That's on top of purchasing more U.S. soybeans and U.S. energy exports. Now, China needs other oil options right now, given the U.S. conflict with Iran. President Trump saying his counterpart voiced frustration with Iran effectively blocking the Strait of Hormuz, but that the president did not ask for help from his counterpart because, as he said, we don't need it. Now, Taiwan seems to have been President Xi's priority in all this. President Trump says he did not make any concessions there.
As President Trump flies home to the U.S., attention turns back to Iran. And during the summit, the president suggested that he and Xi saw eye to eye on Iran, noting that Beijing agreed that ship traffic through the Strait of Hormuz should be free and that Tehran should never get a nuclear weapon. Indiana Supreme Court denies Planned Parenthood's petition to review its challenge to the state's abortion law.
Planned Parenthood's lawsuit requested broader access to abortions, medical exemptions, and to block the state's hospital-only requirement.
Fox's Jeff Manasso reporting. America's listening to Fox News.
When disasters hit and cell networks fail, Rapid Radios keeps you connected. Instant push-to-talk with coast-to-coast range. No contracts, no monthly bills. Trusted by law enforcement, government agencies, and over 500,000 users. Always ready when your phone isn't. Because in an emergency, seconds matter, and reliability isn't optional. Go to rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for 5% off and free shipping from Michigan. Rapid Radios. Communication redefined.
My dad passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it was awful in every way, but we are very grateful that he had life insurance. So even after he was gone, he was still able to provide for us. And that's why I have life insurance for my family. Ethos.com. They make it fast and easy to get covered. It's 100% online. You get a quote in seconds, and you can apply in minutes. You get covered the same day.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. That's ethos.com/save. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required. Rates may vary.
Air Comfort Service, heating, cooling, and insulation. Weather.
You can feel the difference in the atmosphere this afternoon. It is warmer, it is windy, and it's certainly more humid. Let's go with a mix of clouds and sunshine the rest of the day. 86 for the high. Tonight, clouds, 67. Saturday, scattered showers, couple of thunderstorms in the morning Saturday. Otherwise, that mix of clouds and sunshine, 88. Sunday, sunny and 89. This is 97.1 FM Talk. Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray.
The Annie Frey Show is sponsored by Air Comfort Service Heating, Cooling, and Insulation. Upgrade your HVAC system now, and you could qualify for Carrier Cool Cash rebates up to $2,600 and 0% financing for up to 72 months. Rebates available for a limited time. For a free estimate, aircomfortservice.com.
Annie Frey, Ryan Wiggins, Brad Ray.
That's us. That's right. Gotta love this American ride.
What do you want from me? I'm not America's sweetheart.
For goodness sake, kid. Keep your voice down. Your father's listening to the radio.
I'm not America's sweetheart.
This is the Annie Frey Show on 97.1 FM Talk.
Welcome back. We just got done speaking in studio here with Rich Voss, who's going to be at the St. Charles Funny Bone tonight, the streets of St. Charles. If you got a night free tonight or tomorrow, I encourage you to get your tickets at stlewisfunnybone.com to go see Rich Voss. You can check out that interview on our podcast when it's up. And we have another in-studio guest. This is a fun Friday in our tiny little studio that we're working with. Corey Malone is in studio with us. Hi.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Well, I need some sunglasses. It's a little bright in here with those teeth.
Oh, God.
No,
You're going right into
we
it.
thought he was talking about the light.
I was going to make a high-maintenance Ryan Wiggins joke, and it was really I couldn't.
No, you can't do that now.
No.
Thank you, Corey.
Thank you.
Shoot.
I'm glad I'm not self-conscious about my teeth. That was a trip. So, Corey Malone, you were the owner of Air Comfort Service, one of my longest partners here on the show and with the station. You've been such a great partner with us. But I wanted to talk to you today and invited you in the studio so that you could talk about NAMI, which is a heart project that you have with Air Comfort Service.
Yes.
Regarding mental health awareness. Talk to us about what NAMI is and why this is an organization that you picked.
Well, unfortunately, a couple of years ago, mental health really rocked my family, and we lost my niece. And it's a situation that unfortunately people think if you think in your little bubble that you're not affected by mental health, you're fooling yourself.
You just don't know.
You're blind to it because unfortunately you're somebody in your family, your closest friend's family. I mean, I'm just trying to think of things that thinking back on talking to my friends and coworkers and people in the industry of my little bubble. And once you start talking about it, everybody's affected.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's permanent. When somebody makes this decision to harm themselves, it affects so many people, and it's so hard to. It was my sister's daughter, and my sister, my brother-in-law, and my sister's other daughter, my other niece. They're destroyed. And
it's irreparable.
You can't come back from it. And fortunately, my sister and her family have really taken it under them they have a NAMI. NAMI's national. So they have an organization in North Carolina that they work with, and it's massive.
It's the National Alliance on Mental Illness, NAMI. So NAMI St. Louis is what we're working with here, but NAMI is a national organization.
Yes. And so right when it happened, we're like, okay, we got to do something. And we got a hold of NAMI and my recruiter, who is retired military, has a lot of PTSD and a lot of other things, and he was familiar with them, and he's like, he got us together, and we started to, how can we help? How can we support? And so they have a walk every year, and that's tomorrow, and that's kind of why I'm here to let everybody know it's going to be a beautiful day, maybe a little rain, but hey, it'll clear.
Yeah.
But it's at Creve Coeur Park, Creve Coeur Lake. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's a massive event. I'd really encourage everybody to get out if you can. It starts you get there about 8:00. The walk itself starts at 9:30. It's a 1 or 2 mile walk, and last year was their biggest, and they're expecting even bigger this year.
Really?
Yeah. So it's really cool because you see all these organizations, all these families. I mean, there's just a mom and dad with their kids and their dogs. Yeah. And then there's, big companies and, all, SSM.
And they're all people who've probably been personally touched.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe very, very closely personally touched. Maybe it's somebody who is maybe a second or third distant relation, but it just ripples. Like, people matter.
They do.
Humans matter.
They do.
And we don't really have a society that stops to consume that.
Well, and we're barraged by it every day. I mean, every waking second, especially now. I mean, you guys have been talking about it for a while, how much, you get barraged by things you don't even know what's real, what's not real. And it just affects everybody differently. And, we've got to be able to step back a minute and just look to your left, look to your right and say, yeah, these are people.
Yeah. Like, what's the real priority in life? It's not a political win. It's not some sort of, thing that you can compete for and win. Should it be like something that you see in the news or whatever? It's just like, at the end of the day, all of this is supposed to matter because we're humans.
Yes.
Like, that's supposed to be the whole point.
Yes.
And it's often so easily lost. And there are really smart people who know how to reprioritize your life for you so that we do miss these moments to where we can stop and pause and see people in our life that need a little extra from us.
Oh, definitely. And just the walk tomorrow is just a small thing. Oh, it's not a small thing, but it's just a thing that you can just take a couple hours out of your day, spend a great Saturday with your kids, with your dogs.
Yeah.
And what I would suggest is after you leave the NAMI walk, go to your local farmer's market. And, that's something that my family's done just this past year and just support people locally and get to know people that are your neighbors and get to know the community. Exactly. And the great thing about NAMI in this walk is it's a massive community. So it's so neat. Last year, I think they had there's fire trucks all over the place, the big ladder trucks, the kids love seeing that. And then there was police from, I think, every municipality was there, I believe.
Really?
So it was just really cool to see these police in all their different uniforms. It's just the guys and women that are taking care of your neighborhood.
Yeah.
And they're out supporting this
Coming together.
Yeah, and it's just so neat to see just people of all walks of life, every shape, size, color, doesn't matter. Everybody's out for the same thing, and it's a great weekend.
Corey Malone in studio with us, the owner of Air Comfort Service. And if you want to learn more about the NAMI Walk, you can go to aircomfortservice.com/community. We're talking about the NAMI Walks event tomorrow at Creve Coeur Park, of course, May 16th. And we're inviting you to be a part of it. Yeah, I'm wondering, Corey, in your personal situation or having partnered with NAMI, St. Louis, other things you've learned. I always, I have kids. You've got kids. We've talked about some of the overlap. Mine are younger. My youngest is 16. Your youngest is
21.
21. And I don't know what the social media climate was as you were raising those kids, because they're probably making their own decisions now. But I am making those decisions for my kids, but I'm starting to think about letting go of some of those restraints because they need to be able to live and make good decisions on their own, of course. But you talked about the things that you can see online that you don't know that are real. The truth is that there are a lot of people, they're predators out there that are reaching out towards our kids. I don't know how old your niece was, but there are so many stories of kids that are affected by this underground culture that tries to steal their life away from them. And I don't think that a lot of parents know that this really exists as real as it does and is as pervasive as it is in some of the most innocent places that it can present itself. I'm just wondering, any advice that you have with your partnership with NAMI St. Louis on signs to look for or actions to take or questions to ask or just anything you can impart upon us?
Well, I think one thing is you know how teenagers can be.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you're living it. They know. It's a safe site. It's safe. I'm playing with friends that are safe. Whatever. My son during COVID, that's how he hung out with his friends.
Right.
Was over the computer. Unfortunately, we might have had some in person, gatherings, but
you free people in Missouri. We're
but
still envious.
You hear the stories of Zach would tell me about somebody who tried to jump in on one of their games and from out of state and. They would check them out, and they're legit. And okay, well, how about we just don't do that anymore?
Yeah.
So he and his friends did a really good job policing themselves. But there's I think the biggest thing is withdrawal. the kids are always going to withdraw. I mean, they're just going to be in their little bubble with their friends and do what they're going to do. But I don't think it's inappropriate until your child is, whatever you guys decide. But I don't think it's inappropriate to be able to go in and see what they're doing and kind of follow them around and if they're going to be on a computer, be in out in space where you can see what they're doing.
Yeah,
and
less private areas. But the digital goes into the private areas is where a lot of times those things can creep in, because it's not like your kid's a bad kid.
No.
These people out there looking for your kid.
And the good kids are the ones that they prey on.
Yeah.
My niece was 30. So she dealt with it growing up, but then went away to college and got a hold of some kids that weren't the best influences on her. But she worked in a global organization. She helped entrepreneurial young people that she would go all over the world helping them set up companies and helping them develop business plans. And when she passed, we were getting letters from, all through Asia, through South America, Africa, all through Europe. And she would go, on trips throughout Europe, and she would just call people that she knew from her organization she was working with, and they all loved her. And her impact, her footprint was massive.
Yeah.
But at the end, it was her, and that was it in her mind.
Yeah.
And so I think it was just she dealt with it for a long time. And unfortunately, my sister, my brother-in-law tried to do everything they could for her. They couldn't.
Yeah. That's a story that there are people listening right now who know exactly. You're telling them their story. They have experienced that in their own family. And I think that a walk like this, when you can go be present at Creve Coeur Park tomorrow and participate with a whole bunch of strangers that probably know something personal about you or have a connection to you that is so personal, that's got to be very uplifting for the people who are participating in that, and probably motivating to, I don't know what the next thing is, but to do the next thing. And just, we live in such a digital screen-based society. You can't see people when you're not looking at people.
Right.
And so this is a good example of being physically present with people and seeing them and being seen with them, to say this matters more than, what's on the screen or what's in your bedroom on your computer, or, just all those places that we seclude ourselves to be alone. You can kind of create your own reality when you're not participating in reality, and
Sure.
It can be very dangerous.
And sure enough, those predators are going to find out what your reality is, and they're going to step right into it and take you even deeper down. This is an organization, or this is a situation that, going into it, I'm always like, man, this is the saddest thing ever.
Yeah. It's a difficult thing to come together and rally for with some sort of joy, because it is so deeply depressing.
Yeah, but then you get to celebrate their loved ones, and you hear the stories, and as you're walking, somebody you don't even know, you start talking to them, and why are you here? And they'll tell you. And as a parent or as a friend, if you can, or an employer, I mean, I take this very seriously with our employees. If you can pick up one or two little tidbits of things to look for, like you just asked, what do you look for? What's some signs? If you can find something that you notice in your kid or in your really good friend, or let them know because their kid's struggling, that might save them.
Yeah.
And if
Literally.
we can save, it's such a cliche, but it's so true. If we can save just one person that's close to us, it's well worth it.
Well, Corey, I know you personally, and of course you've done quite a lot of HVAC service at my house, as well as a partner with us here on the show and the station. But these are the things that when I'm working with people, when I'm partnering with people, these are the things that make it so important to work with good people, to be able to turn our listeners over into the hands of good people who care about the right things. And I want to thank you for making this part of your message here on the station, is to bring attention to it. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, but this walk is happening tomorrow. It's at Creve Coeur Park, and people can go to aircomfortservice.com/community to find out more about this event and to sign up and just show up. I mean, I assume that there's not really, is there anything you got to do to, sign up or anything?
No, but it's not too late to put a team together. So you can go to NAMI, N-A-M-I walks.org/St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
And you can still get a team together and try to get some donations, and any little bit helps. You don't have to sign up. You can show up. It's going to be very obvious where it is, because it's going to be a big crowd.
Yeah.
We would just love to see people out and enjoying the day and celebrating these lives of people that we couldn't help.
Amen to that. Well, Corey, thank you for doing that. Thanks for coming in to talk about it.
Well, thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Of course. Wouldn't miss the opportunity. aircomfortservice.com/community. And one more time, the website where people can sign up to sign up their team.
NAMIWalks.org/St. Louis.
All right. Corey Malone in studio with us with Air Comfort Service. We're going to take a quick break here. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Homeowners, a lot of you are worried about one thing when it comes to selling. That's leaving money on the table. Hey, it's Mark Cox, and I'm with Gloria Liu, your home sold guaranteed realty. Gloria, how do you help sellers make sure they're getting top dollar?
The reality is, most homes don't sell for what they should. I see it happen all the time. They either price it wrong or they don't create enough demand. But with over 2,400 buyers in my buyers in waiting database and my exclusive pricing strategy, I'm able to offer my seller a 100% market value guarantee. And if I can't get you 100% of your home's market value, I'll pay you the difference. So you don't have to wonder if you left money on the table. You can sell with confidence, knowing you maximize your sale.
Make sure you get every dollar for your home. Call St. Louis real estate expert Gloria Liu today at 314-325-6888 or visit gloriahasthebuyers.com. That's gloriahasthebuyers.com. Gloria and seller must agree on price and possession.
Stewart's American Mortgage, Bagel Loan Guy. Man, it's an important time right now to connect with Stewie because he has a pretty incredible opportunity for you. Of course, the Bagel Loan is always there for you, and it is an incredible way to secure a new mortgage, even if you're doing a mortgage refinance. A Bagel Loan is that mortgage that you're going to get brand new on a home purchase or a refinance. The Bagel Loan means you close with $0 in closing costs. So it doesn't cost you anything to go through the process. Now, what he has offered to you right now through Stewart's American Mortgage is for the first year of your new loan, you can lock in a 1% lower interest rate on a new 30-year loan. So if you're making a home purchase right now with Stewie, you can lock in a 1% discount for that first year and still qualify for the Bagel Loan, which means no closing costs. This is really hard to beat. Reach out to Stewie directly. Phone call or text message at 314-324-4440. That's 314-324-4440. Google the Bagel Loan, NMLS number 226715.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Don't let tax refund worries hold you back. File now TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They'll find every credit and deduction to help you get every refund dollar you deserve or your money back. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
Annie Frey is St. Louis conservative.
This show's been quite a trip so far. Kind of like a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, no kidding. This has been kind of a weird show. Rich Voss, man.
Which part?
Well, Rich Voss.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Weird?
It was weird. It was a little weird. I mean, we've had a lot of comedians in, and they're always different.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get.
No, you don't. Have you ever met? We have never had him on, right?
No, I've never had him on.
Okay.
You can see him at the St. Louis Funny Bone, Street to St. Charles, tonight, stlouisfunnybone.com. Go check out his show. And, man, at the Streets of St. Charles, have you?
Yeah.
We went out there.
We've all been out there to watch.
Lisso.
Yeah, Jamie Lisso.
So funny.
It was a great show.
So funny.
Yeah, I love going out there.
And it's a cool place, too.
It's just a really fun, I hate this word, kids say it all the time, vibe.
It is, though.
It's a fun vibe. It's nice dinner opportunities. There's a whole bunch of different sorts of cuisine that you can enjoy there. And I think it's a great evening. So if you haven't had plans tonight, then give it a shot. stlouisfunnybone.com. The YouTube poll for today, haven't hardly talked about it at all. How do you view graduation season? May-Cember is upon us. This is the month. This is the busiest month of the year. I don't think. Fight me. Is there a busier month in May?
Yes. April.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No.
At least for our family, it is.
Why?
Because you have every single activity that the kids are in is happening in April. And some of them end in April. So that's why it kind of eases up a little bit in May for us.
Oh, man. I don't think so. I feel like the week after Memorial Day might be a little bit of a reprieve, but I feel like everybody's starting to try to hurry up summer things that last week of May. But with award ceremonies and spring concerts and graduations and athletic events that you feel like you can't miss because it's the end of the season, tournaments and everything, playoffs. Ugh, it's a lot. It's a lot for me. I've talked about this many times. This is kind of a core part of who I am as a person. I wish it weren't. But the question we're asking you is, how do you view graduation season? Is it a season of beginnings or a season of endings? I think that this is kind of, if you are a bit introspective on this question, I think it kind of says something about yourself. I have been able to understand myself more by being able to identify that I absolutely hate endings. They are mentally consuming for me. And it is true that there's a beginning on the other end of an ending. And beginnings can be very exciting. They can be kind of scary and nerve-wracking as well. But graduation, okay, so are the majority of people listening to this show right now in relationship to graduation the graduate, or are they the parents of the graduate? Do you feel like it's an ending? I'm very curious. I would love your text messages on this at 314-241-9797 on the Annie Frey Show text line. But how are y'all doing if you've got graduates right now? I find it to be very grounding, I will say, to scroll through Facebook right now and see the emotion from parents who have graduates, and it's very consistent. And some of those graduates are graduating college. Some of them are graduating high school. Some of them are graduating 8th grade. Some of them are graduating kindergarten. I wonder which graduation is the hardest to stomach. Kindergarten graduation is, I don't know how much, do they do a big deal in public school for kindergarten graduation? Is it even acknowledged?
I don't think so.
So maybe it's more of a parochial school. I know Lutheran schools do this, Catholic schools that I've seen do this, the non-denominational Christian schools that I'm familiar with acknowledge kindergarten graduation. But when your kid is no longer, like when you get out of kindergarten, you're kind of a kid now. You're not like a baby. I'm always telling my kids, don't grow up, stay small. I'll squeeze them tight and say, I'm going to squeeze you tight so you stay small. And they remind me that, oh, Mom, I'm going to grow up and I'm going to be big and tall, the whole thing. But you see these different stepping stones of graduation. As soon as you get halfway into the next year, you've accommodated yourself. You've acclimated yourself to your new reality. But I think it's really hard. I can get emotionally wrapped up in everything that is not ever going to be that way ever again. And I have this mental block about what's going to happen next. And it is very sad for me. Do you experience that at all? Might be a chick thing.
So it's such a philosophical thing, but I'm going to answer your question. I, at 44 years old, did not know with cystic fibrosis how long I would live. And so I still view things through that lens of, oh my gosh, I made it here.
A lot of blessings.
So when I hit some sort of milestone, whether it's with myself or with my kids, I'm a little surprised and a little bit thankful, gratitude that I'm there. So I don't really view it as anything other than just like, oh, wow, okay, this is good.
Do you view your kids, though? Like, does your self-understanding of having CF and having it all your life, does that flow into your observation of your kids? Or do your kids have a different life expectation than
Well, I'm thinking about
graduation.
If it's graduation we're talking about, if they graduate, I think I'm just going to be happy that I got there. And so I don't really know whether I'm viewing it through their lens as much as I am just that I've arrived there.
The Annie Frey Show text line, 314-241-9797. It is graduation season. A lot of people with caps and gowns in my Facebook feed, a lot of celebration, but I see a lot of moms out there. I see you. I feel you. We'll talk more about it throughout the course of the show. Send us your text messages at 314-241-9797, 314-241-9797. When we come back, let's touch base with Senator Jim Talent, his assessment of the United States-China summit next.
Hi, I'm Bob Kershaw with Retirement Advisory Group.
Hi, I'm Tammy Kershaw. When we meet our clients for the first time, they have built up a lifetime of savings. Their question is, what can we do with this money so we can live comfortably the rest of our lives? First, we develop a strategy to protect your nest egg from any market losses. Then, we build your own personalized structured income plan that will generate you an income the rest of your life. We put you in control of your money.
You've earned it, and it's our job to make sure you enjoy it. Let our team show you how you can have the retirement of your dreams. Call us now at 314-993-9494 for a no-cost, no-obligation retirement review. You will also get a copy of our latest edition book, Your Key to a Worry-Free Retirement. We've been helping retirees and pre-retirees retire with confidence for 40 years. Call us now at 314-993-9494 or go online at retirementkey.com. That's retirementkey.com.
Hi, Chad Hansen with Hansen's Tree Service. Spring is here, and if your trees are looking sick or if you have insects that aren't welcome in your landscape, Hansen's can help. Our plant healthcare program offers tree and shrub fertilization as well as pest management to maintain a great-looking landscape. Check us out at hansenstree.com.
This station is now conducting a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
How do you view graduation season? We were just talking about it's the YouTube live chat polls. A season of beginnings or a season of endings? Let us know what you think. It is 1:31. This time check is sponsored by Jerry Kelly Heating, Air Conditioning, Electrical, and Plumbing.
It's time for a $98 AC tune-up.
From Festus to Freeburg, 97.1 FM Talk, St. Louis Conservative.
Well, we have a relationship, he and I, and we've been working together a long time. We've gotten along well. When I first came here, China was really taking advantage of the United States. He understands that. And now we do great with China, and we have a very good relationship. We have a friendship, really. He's a tremendous leader. He's been here a long time, very powerful, very strong. There's no doubt about it. And we just have a good relationship.
President Trump speaking with Sean Hannity after his meeting with multi-day visit with President Xi Jinping from China. And we are here to to ask somebody smarter than us, how did it go? Let's get former United States Senator Jim Talent on the show with us. Senator, thank you for being with us today. Cannot wait to hear your assessment of this meeting between these two superpowers.
Well, I watched some of the clips of the president being shown around the cultural sites, and I can just imagine him evaluating how they were constructed and the aesthetics of it. I'm sure he wouldn't have said it. I thought we have to see, I think, a little bit, because not a whole lot has come out, but I think we've accomplished what we wanted to accomplish. I mean, in the broader sense, what Trump is doing is he is taking steps to increase. He knows this competition with China is going to go on for a long time. Xi knows that as well. So the president's taking steps to increase their vulnerabilities and reduce ours, mostly in an economic sense, because that's where this has shifted into. So, for example, the tariffs, the export controls, our trade imbalance with them has been cut in half, firming up the alliances, signed a defense agreement with Malaysia, which was very significant because they've typically been neutral. And then, of course, the net effect of Venezuela and Iran is showing the Chinese, that they're not going to have access to this oil, at least at cut market prices. And number two, wherever you get your oil, it's going to go over the seas, and the United States still controls the seas outside of the East and South China Sea. So that's the broader context. I think within that context, neither leader wants this to flare up into a major confrontation anytime soon. And so, yes, they're both going to be very nice publicly. They're going to raise the issues of particular concern, which in Xi's case was Taiwanese independence. And the president said, I heard him out, didn't make any comment. And they talked about the Strait of Hormuz. Now, I'm going on too long, but on that latter point, I don't think, knowing Trump, I really don't think he went in there and said, hey, can you help me with the Strait of Hormuz? I don't think he wants to show Xi that he's that worried about it, and he knows that Xi needs it open. The Chinese need it open more than we do in the short term. But I'm not surprised that China said, yeah, we got to open the Strait of Hormuz. It's got to be open, and Iran should not have a nuclear weapon. They can see the direction the Middle East is going in, and they're going to adjust their position.
We're speaking with Senator Talent here about the meeting between President Xi Jinping and President Donald Trump that took place earlier this week. It seems as though something of this magnitude would require enormous preparation, and that there are meticulous details that have to be attended to. Do you feel as though, did it look to your eyes, did it look like it went off without a hitch, that it was a successful meeting, even just on the substance of what they were going to talk about, just the preparation to give them the opportunity to talk about these very important things?
Yeah, well, it looked like it to me. Now, I'm a real layperson when it comes to these kind of diplomatic arrangements. You need to get Marco Rubio or somebody or an ambassador or something on there. But it looked like, now there was the incident where some reporters got trampled and that sort of thing. But overall, yeah. I mean, I think they both wanted a meeting where they could come out, where they could sort of touch each other a little bit, talk to each other, develop the relationship. The relationships matter. See if they could figure out where the other person was coming from, see what they could find out. I think a lot of this was probably each trying to increase their situational awareness, and I think they want to avoid another one of these exchanges where we jack the tariffs up and the Chinese cut off access to rare earth. I don't think either wants to go in that direction for the time being. If Xi did offer all that about Taiwan, that's interesting because he's very shrewd, and if he's sending that signal, It could be that's what he's really interested in, or it could be a false flag. He's trying to hide what he's really interested in. But you'd have to have a real thorough readout to make those kinds of judgments.
Senator Talent speaking with us right now. I didn't get a clear understanding with going into this meeting. What was the big expectation coming out? Like, what would it be? What did President Trump need to walk away with having communicated that would be the big win? It almost felt more like an opportunity to show a mutual respect for each leader of their own country and an understanding that each leader has their own country's interests fully at heart. And I see President Trump repeatedly, just very clearly giving respect to President Xi Jinping, just trying to make it very clear that he respects what the Chinese leader, the commitment he has to his own country, kind of China first, so to speak. But I also don't feel as though we've walked away like China and the United States are friends now. We still seem to be clear adversaries.
No, I mean, exactly. No to the idea that they're friends. I mean, these are two sophisticated people. They understand that their countries have mutually exclusive national interests. Look, the Chinese want to control, at minimum, East Asia, to include the East and South China Sea and those waterways. They want to do what the Iranians are saying they're doing with the Strait of Hormuz. This is really what they want. I mean, when I was in the China Commission, it's been 4 or 5 years now, we did a chapter on China's regional and global objectives. They want to be able to say, well, you want to trade with Vietnam, you have to pay us a toll or something. And of course, there's no way in the world we can accept that. They want our presence in the Western Pacific. They want it out. It wouldn't surprise me if they don't want to force us to abandon Guam, or at least Anderson Air Force Base on Guam. All that's totally unacceptable. We want a free and open Western Pacific, trade through international waters without anybody claiming it. And of course, we're not giving up our alliances with Japan, South Korea, Australia, the Philippines, et cetera. So they know this is not a matter of personalities liking each other, not liking each other. They know this is an aggressive communist dictatorship, and they want. It's also they're running a country with a very proud imperial history that is used to thinking of itself as the Middle Kingdom of Asia, and believes it is recovering, which is true, from 150 years of weaknesses, and is asserting itself. And so, we're saying, yeah, that's fine, but there are certain things you can't do, right? So this is all in that context. But I do think you're right. They're both trying to send the signal that they don't want a conflict right now. They respect that each country is coming from its own point of view. That's fair in a way, even though our objectives are consistent with peace, with respect for the rights of other peoples, and theirs aren't.
Yeah.
But still within those limits. So I think you analyzed it properly. As I said, I don't think either side wants a renewal of the trade war now. Now, let's see what happens in a year or so. I think Trump is trying to strengthen us in preparation for this through the rest of his term and then also afterwards.
Senator Talent speaking with us right now, chairman of the Reagan Institute's National Leadership Council. Before we let you go, I want you to answer this question as if, people know President Trump went to China, and there's this Taiwan thing that keeps coming up. And a lot of people might not know, what is the deal with Taiwan? Maybe they don't know that Taiwan isn't already a part of China or that it's independent. Can you explain to me, as if this is the first time I've ever really been made to understand it, why is Taiwan so important as part of a subject? Why does China want it? Why does the United States want to protect it?
To some extent, those overlap, but they want it in part as a nationalistic thing. In other words, they really do think Taiwan is part of China. Now, that claim, we could argue about that claim, and they see Taiwan's continued existence as a separate nation, as an affront to their sovereignty, as a relic of their past weakness, and they don't like it. In addition, they understand, and we also understand this, that Taiwan, that island, is in many ways a key to the rest of the Western Pacific. If you look at the first island chain, Annie, you're going to see Taiwan right in the middle of it. It's like, I think it's been called an unsinkable aircraft carrier. If you control Taiwan, you control the key passages into the rest of the Western Pacific. I had a retired flag officer, a 4-star admiral. I was on a commission with him a few years ago, and he said, we're talking right now if we ought to defend Taiwan. If we lose Taiwan, we're going to be talking about how do we defend Hawaii. So, and also Taiwan would bring China much, much closer to Japan's southern islands. The Japanese understand the significance of it. And China's claims extend into the Japanese southern islands, the Senkaku Islands. They claim those too, right? So it's really a potential flashpoint because it's what they've claimed is a core interest for them. It's a national priority for them, which I believe. If I told you that the PLA, the People's Liberation Army's top priority, given years ago, is to be able to take Taiwan if they're told to do it. But it's also extremely important strategically to us. So one of the things I think both leaders want to do right now, anyway, is not let a match get thrown into that flashpoint. We don't want a confrontation over Taiwan that escalates. Not now. So you're seeing the president. He's not saying we're going to defend Taiwan, but he's not nodding along an agreement when Xi says Taiwan can never be independent. He's sticking with the policy right now, which I think is the right thing.
Senator Talent, thank you for being with us this afternoon. I think that these are all very important conversations to have. And watching President Trump go over, he just has a way of holding his head high that just projects power and strength and confidence. When I listen to you talk about not wanting to throw a match in it, not wanting to have that conflict right now, my biggest question is, are we at peace, at least in the moment right now, because of President Trump? And should another Joe Biden type of administrator get into the Oval Office, is that when President Xi decides, okay, maybe now's the time?
Possible. Look, weakness or a lack of purpose. One of the things Trump has given us, he has a strategy. We've talked about this. It's a global strategy. I don't even like to call it three-dimensional chess because a lot of it is just common sense and good planning. I am very high and always have been on our ability to prevail in this competition with China, as we did with the Soviets. But we have to be reasonably well led over time. So, yeah, I mean, I cannot say we were reasonably well led while Joe Biden was president. And then we do have to remember that issues that arise in other parts of the world, the Chinese look at that and draw conclusions about our competence and our resolution. So leaving Afghanistan the way we did was a huge, huge debacle. We don't want more of those.
Definitely not. Senator Talent, always a valued conversation with you here on our show. Thanks for the time this afternoon.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye. Have a good weekend. Senator Jim Talent, former Missouri senator, congressman, and also current chairman of the Reagan Institute's National Leadership Council. You can follow him on X at Jim Talent. Let's break real quick. That YouTube poll, we're out there. I want to get some of your text message feedback right now. So get those text messages in here in the next few minutes while we take a quick break. On this question, how do you view graduation season? Is it a season of beginnings? Or is it a season of endings? And for those of you out there who have graduates in your family, how you doing? You doing all right? 314-241-9797, 314-241-9797. We'll be right back. The Funny Bone Streets of St. Charles is inviting you to come see Rich Voss tonight, stand-up comedian, writer, actor. He's been in the business for a long time. He's told us that because he was in studio with us in the noon hour. You can go to the podcast to learn about that a little bit more, but he's going to be in person at the Streets of St. Charles Funny Bone tonight at 7:30 p.m. Saturday at 6 and 8:30 as well. He is a comedian that is on Gutfeld. You guys have seen him before. Of course, he was here with us this afternoon. I encourage you to go to stlewisfunnybone.com and grab your tickets while they still last for that show tonight at 7:30 p.m. Saturday, 6 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. at the Streets of St. Charles Funny Bone. If you also want to check out the other acts in town, John Gasper is at the Westport Funny Bone, and he's going to be there through Sunday. He's a regular at Zany's and the Laugh Factory, and he's got a high-energy comedy that he brings to the stage. So if you're looking for a great opportunity to have a laugh, have a great evening in St. Louis this weekend at the Westport Funny Bone, at the Streets of St. Charles Funny Bone, get your tickets at stlewisfunnybone.com.
All next week, The Mark Reardon Show has your chance to win a pair of tickets to the Spirit of St. Louis Air Show. The Spirit of St. Louis Air Show is taking place June 6th and 7th, and we want to send you. Listen to The Mark Reardon Show every day from 3 to 6 for your chance to win.
Just a reminder to have your air conditioner checked for the summer so you don't have a mishap and it goes down in the hottest day of the year. But it's always best to have it done. Call us, and we'll be more than happy to come out there and check it for you. And like always, if you're having your furnace checked by another company and you are told that this is the year you need to replace it, call me for a second opinion. The 0% interest is still available on most brands. Save your cash and keep your credit cards open and away from those high rates. Call me. You'll be glad you did. Bart Inman, one easy number in Missouri and Illinois. The easiest. It is 314-293-2600. Or on the website, bartinman.com. Now that's Bart with a B, Inman with an I.com. God bless.
This station is now conducting a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Mark?
I've been doing home remodeling for 30 plus years, but the economy crashed. I wound up losing my home, losing my job, and on top of that, owing the IRS a ton of money. I owed the IRS $114,000. It really, truly was the worst part of my life.
Then Mark found tax relief advocates.
On news radio, I heard about TRA, and I thought, what's the worst that could happen? So I picked up the phone and I called them. When it was all said and done, TRA settled my $114,000 debt for $100, and I'm telling you, I was ecstatic. Could not believe it. Would recommend TRA to anyone.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Mark did and call TRA for a consultation.
But TRA did. They gave me a second chance, and I'm forever grateful.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-491-9914. 800-491-9914. That's 800-491-9914.
You're listening to The Annie Frey Show. 97.1 FM Talk. St. Louis Conservative.
As far as country music goes, do you like the song? Is this make you? You're not a country guy.
No, I don't really I like the lyrics because they're just so all in on country.
I do not like the song.
But I don't really like the song. It's just not, I just don't like country. I like bluegrass.
Is that Alabama?
Yep.
Ugh, sorry, just not an Alabama fan in any way.
I like that
Ethan?
if you go country, go all in.
Yeah. I like the I like country that is out right now. I like Morgan Wallen country, which is, to me, there was 90s country, which is what I really grew up on and really loved, and early 2000s country. I love that. It's fantastic. And then this bro country thing that happened, it caused me to, I don't think I've turned on a country radio station, which is what all I used to listen to, in 15 years probably. Because it infiltrated too much. But what it's gotten back to now, I just think that there's so much more substance in it now. But Alabama, man, that is a period piece, and I am not there for it. Jared, loves it. It's blasphemous for me to. I can't turn off that song fast enough in the car.
I'm so
Sweet potato
disconnected.
pie,
Yeah.
and I shut my mouth.
Yeah, that's
You better
kinda,
shut your mouth. You're gonna eat it with your mouth wide open.
Gone
Gross.
with the Wind.
Were you gonna eat it with your mouth shut?
Yes.
You don't eat food with your mouth shut.
You open your mouth, you put the food in, and then you eat it with your mouth shut.
Yeah, and then you put your mask
You
back
don't.
on. I'm so disconnected from country music that I can't even tell you the eras.
You've never been connected to it, though.
No, it's never. I didn't have an era that I'm like, oh, that's my country era.
Speaking of eras, how do you view graduation season? Is it a season of beginnings or a season of endings? We've got the text line open for you that Ryan is checking right now at 314-241-9797, 314-241-9797. If you want to send us your texts, your thoughts on this time of year. May is a beast of a month, and you know, I'm just full on out there saying that this is a season of endings for me. I have an 8th grade graduate. I don't have a high school graduate. Molly's going to be in kindergarten next year. How's that make you people feel who remember when she was born? But I just struggle with endings. They just make me sad. I have to do things to distract myself. Honestly, a lot of my travel that I planned is right on the other side of what I know I'm going to internalize as a sad ending. I need the next thing to look forward to. Got any texts?
Yeah, quite a few just came in the last 2 minutes. Speaking on high school graduation, I say new beginnings. Most people have a similar school experience, I think, but after school, everyone's experience is wildly different. Love you guys.
Love you back.
This is a separate text. The last college graduation is the toughest. They are all emotional, but that one really changes your role as a mom.
As a parent, we're talking about you got 3 kids when the baby graduates college.
Yep.
That's I guess that's the
last
Elfine
one. Yep.
Of parenting.
And then this one says, let's see, it was an ending for me. Sorry, there's a lot coming in. They keep shifting the screen on me.
Keep throwing them at Ryan. I love it.
It was an ending for me when we took our homeschooled youngest to CSU for what became her 8 years. So I guess that's like a graduation of sorts. But it was her beginning. So trying to look at it that way.
That's the struggle, isn't it? It's that it's such a. I remember graduating high school, and I remember thinking, "Let's flipping go." Same thing with getting my license. Top 3 most freeing days of my life. I remember the temperature on the day that I got my license and got behind the wheel of a car and was like, I could go anywhere right now. And I took about a 5-mile loop and was like, okay, I think I'll go home now.
Let's watch some TV.
But I did it. I drove to my friend's house, to Kelly's house, and I was like, hey, I drove here. And she's like, hey. Like, I'm going to go home now. All right, bye. That's about it. It's just, I mean, it's freeing, but it was a huge beginning for me. Are we breaking here? But it's, man, for mom and dad, it's a lot different there. 314-241-9797. Keep sending your texts. We'll be right back.
It's time for you to get to know my friends at Lit Cigar Lounge in Chesterfield, where luxury meets comfort. Mark Cox here. They have a great selection of rare bourbons, whiskeys, craft cocktails, anything you like to drink, cold beer, premium hand-rolled cigars from the finest makers in the world, even private lockers that are available if you choose to. Perfect for date nights or business meetings, and live music every Friday night. Family owned and operated. Check them out in Chesterfield at the District. It's litstl.com.
Gas prices are brutal, but Kaufman Townsley, St. Louis's injury lawyers, has your back. They're giving away $77 gas gift cards, fueling St. Louis all gas, no brakes. Enter until May 17th at kaufmantownsley.com. Kaufman Townsley, St. Louis strong.
Hey, it's Mark Reardon. If you're nearing retirement or already retired, call my friends Thomas Helbig and Bob Kershaw with the Retirement Advisory Group. They'll show you how linking to the market is much safer than owning the market for your retirement savings. They're the official financial advisors of my show. Go to retirementkey.com.
HomeshieldFoundationRepairs.com is the website for you to hire Matt Hayes. But first, do a little vetting. of your own, of course you're going to do that. When you're shopping for foundation repairmen, you want somebody who's experienced, well put together, and I think it's nice when they are local people, when it's not a out-of-town national big conglomerate that doesn't necessarily know the ins and outs of the locality here. Home Shield Foundation Repair and Matt Hayes, Matt does. He's a local guy. It's a family-owned business. Home Shield Foundation Repair is there to help you waterproof your basement once and for all, slapping a lifetime warranty on the process. Once he comes, inspects your basement, explains to you the fixes that you need to implement, you hire him, he's going to get the job done for you, and he's going to get it done correctly. You can call and book him at 314-271-9900, 314-271-9900. Reach out to Matt Hayes, tell him Annie sent you, and get that foundation repaired once and for all. HomeshieldFoundationRepairs.com.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Paramount Men's Medical Center restores men's sex lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Paramount Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Paramount Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 314-887-4333. 314-887-4333. Take control of your sex life. Call now. 314-887-4333.
KFTK FM Florissant from the Kaufman Townsley St. Louis's Injury Lawyers Studio. Call 314-777-7777.
That's 314-777-7777.
He says they agreed on the straight. I'm Carmen Roberts, Fox News. President Trump is on his way home from his summit with China's President Xi and told reporters on Air Force One they agree the strait should be open, but...
We have a blockade that's so effective, he'd like to see it opened up. He gets about 40% of his energy or his oil from that, from the strait. We get none. We don't need it.
The president in a White House video, and Fox's Lucas Tomlinson has more from Dubai as efforts to reopen the strait remain deadlocked.
During the Beijing summit, about a dozen ships made it out of the Strait of Hormuz, including some from China. It also turned violent, as you mentioned, Sandra. An Indian flag ship filled with thousands of goats and sheep was sunk off the coast of Oman. All 14 crew members were rescued. The attack on the Indian ship took place while India was hosting a BRICS economic summit. Another ship was hijacked by Iranian commandos off the coast of the UAE, last seen heading toward Iranian waters. And today, OPEC-free UAE announcing plans for a second oil pipeline bypassing the Strait of Hormuz, which would double export capacity beginning next year.
Sources tell the AP that the Pentagon is halting the Army's deployment to Poland as part of President Trump's ordered troop reduction in Europe, which initially focused on Germany. U.S. officials confirm 4,000 troops are no longer en route to Poland. A judge in Manhattan declares a mistrial in Harvey Weinstein's rape retrial.
This was the third attempt from Jessica Mann to put Weinstein behind bars. Mann claims Weinstein raped her at a Manhattan hotel March 18th, 2013. Weinstein has maintained the encounter was consensual. Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg, in response, called Mann's bravery inspiring and said that while they are disappointed with the result, they respect the jury system.
Fox's Michelle Polino. America's listening to Fox News.
When disasters hit and cell networks fail, Rapid Radios keeps you connected. Instant push-to-talk with coast-to-coast range. No contracts, no monthly bills. Trusted by law enforcement, government agencies, and over 500,000 users. Always ready when your phone isn't. Because in an emergency, seconds matter, and reliability isn't optional. Go to rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for 5% off and free shipping from Michigan. Rapid Radios. Communication redefined.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Air Comfort Service, heating, cooling, and insulation. Weather.
You can feel the difference in the atmosphere this afternoon. It is warmer, it is windy, and it's certainly more humid. Let's go with a mix of clouds and sunshine the rest of the day, 86 for the high. Tonight, clouds, 67. Saturday, scattered showers, couple of thunderstorms in the morning Saturday. Otherwise, that mix of clouds and sunshine, 88. Sunday, sunny and 89. This is 97.1 FM Talk. Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray.
The Annie Frey Show is sponsored by Air Comfort Service Heating, Cooling, and Insulation. Get your AC ready for summer while helping shelter pets. Book your AC clean and check in April, and Air Comfort Service will donate a bag of pet food to Open Door Animal Sanctuary. aircomfortservice.com/petfood.
Annie Frey, Ryan Wiggins, Brad Ring.
That's us. That's right. Gotta love this American ride.
What do you want from me? I'm not America's sweetheart.
For goodness sake, kid. Keep your voice down. Your father's listening to the radio.
I'm not America's sweetheart.
This is the Annie Frey Show on 97.1 FM Talk.
Hold up. Check it out.
Sports and local.
And now, Banjo Ethan plays the spoons.
Yep, but that's banjo. Banjo Ethan's playing the spoons.
My nickname is Banjo Ethan, but I'm playing the spoons.
Yep.
Okay,
There
got
he
it.
is.
Do I play the banjo too?
It's always good when Ryan has to explain his jokes. Thank you. Ryan.
Baby Shark didn't land earlier. And
No, it kind of did. We didn't have enough time.
I was a little bit bummed about it because I was in my mind, my music selection for Wiggins America is my way to get back at Ryan for this segment, his intros. When I have Ethan's America, this is my way. And I'm thinking, Baby Shark, that's going to be great. He's going to look so dumb, play a little kid song for his open.
Called you out for doing
and then,
something dumb.
it completely turned on me. Everyone's like, is this in our music selection? It is now.
Was it in our music selection?
No, I put it in.
Okay, thank you. That's all right. You have free reign.
What about Alabama?
That was probably. I
That
don't
is
know.
in our music selection. Yeah.
It's probably my fault.
Uncle Charlie, that was his walk-up song, Adam Wainwright's.
Actually, that's probably legit why it's in there. I can't think of another reason why it would be in there.
Yeah, that's at least how I learned it growing up.
Adam Wainwright, that is. Sports and local, what do you got?
A lot going on in the St. Louis area this weekend. I know you mentioned we've been talking a lot about graduations and graduation ceremonies going on around as well. So there's already going to be a lot of people in town, and if you end up having some extra time on top of all of the celebrations, well, maybe you can go ahead and attend the St. Louis Scottish games.
Ooh, I like that. That sounds good.
Is this where they throw the poles and lift stones and stuff like that?
Folk music, kids activities, Scottish
I don't even know what
athletic
that is.
competitions, including the world famous caber toss.
Don't know what that is.
Highland dancing competitions.
Ah, yes, the Highland dancing.
Piping.
Oh.
Drumming.
Yeah.
And massed pipe
Bagpipes.
bands. Scottish and American food. Saturday, Manchester, Missouri, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
That sounds fantastic.
What was the name of the toss? The caber toss?
The world famous caber toss.
Yeah.
Get it right. What else do we have going on in the area? The Oddities and Curiosities Expo is occurring at the America's Center Convention Complex Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It is the largest traveling oddities/subculture event that showcases vendors, artists, small businesses with all things weird. You'll find items such as taxidermy, preserved specimens, original artwork.
That's exactly what I want to go do.
Horror and Halloween-inspired pieces, antiques, handcrafted oddities, creepy clothing, odd jewelry. Should I keep going?
It's like P.T. Barnum.
Animal skulls and bones, huh?
I like
and
this.
funeral collectibles.
Is it legal to own?
What? No. You just pause right there. You can ask
I have
your
a
question. Yes, you're next. What? Funeral what?
Collectibles.
Collectibles?
Mm-hmm.
Example being...
Well, what kind of things tend to be at funerals? We have,
Dead people?
Yes, that is at typically most
Red
of the time.
carpet.
Red carpet, good.
Maroonish.
Caskets,
Caskets.
Flowers.
Flowers.
Flowers come to mind. Maybe like a cutout of a picture board or something. You know, we see a lot
Mahogany.
of picture boards. Mahogany, good. You caught up?
No.
Why would you buy any of those things?
This is like baseball
Is
cards.
this just to view? Is this is like a you would call it a bazaar?
It doesn't say it's interactive. I don't know how it would be with some of them.
You can't touch the things
You
before
could
you buy
maybe
'em?
wear the creepy clothing. You could wear the odd jewelry. I don't know how you
Where is this?
interact with the
Where
funeral
am I not
collectible.
going?
This is at the Americas Center Convention Complex.
Okay, here's my
So
question.
they expect this to be big.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the thing.
Does it say how many years it's been going?
No. it
Okay,
doesn't.
is it legal to own a human body?
What? No.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
We have amendments, Ryan,
Because
for
they're
that.
human bodies.
No, it is not legal to do that.
Because I think
a
I
whole
saw one
movement.
in an Alton flea market one time.
Fought a war over it.
Really?
Yeah.
Do tell.
Yeah, well, there was an Alton flea market. I think it's closed now. It was on like
Why?
the 4th floor of this weird old
This segment is
building.
now called Why?
And
It's just
And
me
it's
going,
sponsored by All Financial.
Why?
And I was walking through this thing, and in the very back of this weird room that nobody ever went into, there was some circus stuff.
Because the last person you did is now property of the owner.
And there was a box with like what looked like a shriveled old human in it. And
Ryan.
it was preserved,
Ryan,
but it was all nasty, like raisiny
where?
in Alton at a flea market.
Were they alive?
No.
Did you tell anybody?
Was it in like a bottle?
Telling you right now.
Other than us?
Or a jar?
So
I've told my friends.
What year did you go do this?
This was probably 2017.
This is not
that long ago.
So it is generally legal to own human remains such
Thank
as
you.
skeletons or skulls, though you don't own a body in the same way you own a property. Instead, the law often treats human remains
Are
as
you reading this,
quasi-property.
or do you just have this
This
knowledge?
is all.
No, that
this
was
is
all in his mind.
He's
This
like,
is me.
I was considering it, but I looked it up.
So, like, certain people, like next of kin, have the right to possess the body for burial or disposition rather than absolute ownership.
That stinks. Seems like you get
Probably.
the government off.
Does it, Ryan?
Get the government off my dead people.
Okay. That's good.
I want to own my loved ones.
Get out of my casket.
Walk through the St. Louis Zoo at twilight amidst the luminous
completely
glow
unrelated story.
60 towering
The zoo, you
lanterns.
say.
We're talking about different things that you can do in St. Louis this weekend.
I know we need like a whoosh or something like that to encourage people to understand that these are not the same story.
Well, they're
Can
not
you-
the same story, but you could do them on the same day.
Ryan, can you transition us
Ryan.
auditorily out of the last segment into this one so people know there's a separation?
I will at the end of this one because he's already started now. It'd be weird just to do it in the middle.
It's got to happen right now. Go. St. Louis Zoo?
The final weekend of
I didn't
animals.
ask you to do it in reverse.
Why do you think that was reversed?
Why did you rewind the sound?
It wasn't. That was all forward thinking.
I don't know. That
Let me know when you end this one, and I'll do it
Final-
again. You know it's going to happen.
Final weekend of the Animals Aglow at the St. Louis Zoo, where you can walk around the zoo at twilight amidst the luminous glow of 60 towering lanterns depicting animals, plants, and traditional Chinese elements. Brewfest in Defiance, Missouri at the historic Daniel Boone home, Saturday 1 to 4,
We're just
$25
going with it
admission.
Ethan is just like, yes, sir.
There's a historic Daniel Boone home around here?
Sure is.
Didn't even know
Defiance.
that.
In Defiance.
Is there anything normal to do this weekend? I guess the zoo.
There is some normal things to do.
You know what? I bet you go to the Daniel Boone home, you think, this is going to be amazing. You find out it's not that big.
It's just
It's
some
actually
logs.
pretty small.
Because back then, they didn't have big houses.
Wait a
Ethan.
second. Why is there human remains here?
Was there a circus in here?
Who owns these?
Yes, in here, yes.
Normal things.
Feels a lot like it.
Normal things to do this
Collect
weekend.
your next of kin.
The Cardinals are in town all weekend for the I-70 series of the Royals, facing off at Busch Stadium tonight.
Are the Royals
7.
good?
They were expected to be, but they're having a very bad start to the year.
Hooray.
We're pretty far in now.
Yeah, you're right. We're getting to that point.
We're getting into that Slew Billikens
Yeah.
greatest start to the season. It lasted the whole season. 'cause they had that
3/4 of
good-
the way
yeah,
into
the season.
February.
Yeah. Okay.
The Battle
It's a really
Hogs.
bad start to the season here in Late July.
Yeah, Battle It's not July. The Battlehawks at home against the Houston Gamblers Saturday at 2:00, and then
We haven't changed it. Is this a new story?
Well, they're all things to do this weekend.
Thank you.
Why?
It was a soft transition. I think he's still on the same topic.
Budweiser.
No, it just sounded like you're drunk.
Budweiser's. This segment is drunk. I'll tell you that much. Budweiser's 150th anniversary celebration is going on Sunday from 3:00 to 10:00. 21 plus fans are invited to join Budweiser to celebrate the momentous occasion that will feature a live band, exclusive brewery experiences, limited edition merchandise, guided tours, and access to the world famous Budweiser's Clydesdales.
Budweisers.
I did that on purpose. $50 admission.
Have you guys been on an AB tour?
I have.
Yeah. I have as well.
I don't like the idea that there are exclusive things on this 150. It's like, what were you keeping from me then?
They just want you to come twice.
But what did you not show me when I came the first time that you were keeping from me?
So that you could come twice.
Were you withholding certain areas of the hops room?
Maybe.
You know what? I've been on so many brewery tours. I've been to the Budweiser one, I've been to the Coors one, and I've been to the Miller one. All of them. And you know which one was the worst? Coors.
Budweiser.
Oh. Coors was boring. The rest of them are really good. The Budweiser one was really good too.
Next story.
I just can't do it anymore. I just can't do it. I know I already teased that the Cardinals are at home this weekend, but
It's so weird.
It's brutal. It's
Tease
just
it again.
so brutal.
Tease it again, Ethan.
No, I'm not going to tease it again. I'm going to talk about yesterday's win because it was another awesome come from behind, final moments win for the Cardinals. 5-4 over the A's to take the series 2 games out of 3. The Cardinals were down to their final strike. We're down 4-3 and had a runner on base, J.J. Weatherholt at the plate. He gets hit by a pitch. Ivan Herrera steps up to the plate. He singles, scores a run. Jordan Walker comes up. He doubles, scores another run. And the Cardinals somehow escape with a 5-4 victory. Walker hit his 12th home run of the year in this game. He's tied for 3rd in the National League in home runs. Riley O'Brien, his 13th save of the year. And they just continue to win. Fun stuff. Dustin May pitching tonight for the Cardinals against the Royals. And hopefully the Cardinals can keep on keeping on.
Yeah, keep on keeping on. All right, we good?
Are we?
I mean...
You guys good? Brad, you good?
There's music.
He's done.
We're good.
This feels good.
Fair enough. Let's take a break. The YouTube poll for today, how do you view graduation season? Is it a season of beginnings or is it a season of endings? We'd love your thoughts on this as well. 314-241-9797. Next question, ask us anything in the text line as well. We'll be right back. Air Comfort Service. We just got done talking with Corey Malone of Air Comfort Service here at the beginning of the 1 o'clock hour. But I want to encourage you to go to aircomfortservice.com/community to learn about the NAMI Walks event that we were talking about with him and participate tomorrow. If it's something that is up your alley, it's a great opportunity to participate with community as May is Mental Health Awareness Month. I do want to talk to you as well about Air Comfort Service and their service call that is 24/7 available to you. If you call 314-513-0091, 314-513-0091, great number to have in your phone right now while you don't need an emergency service from an HVAC company. If you put 314-513-0091 in your phone, you are going to have a trusted person who you can call 24/7 for yourself, maybe for mom and dad at their home or a home that you maintain or own or rent out, whatever it is. You want experts who know what they're doing and are going to treat you right. You can get Air Comfort Service on the other end of that line. 314-513-0091, aircomfortservice.com.
Warm weather means more storms, and you never know when the high winds or the hail might damage your roof. Mark Cox here from my friends at Corel Roofing Company. If you haven't had your roof inspected in the last 5 years, you need to call Curtis Corel and get that inspection to check for leaks and for damage. We've already had small hailstorms this spring, and we're not quite a year out from the big hailstorm last May. Your window may be closing to file an insurance claim connected to that. Now, here's what Curtis tells me. They are getting roofs approved for insurance claims from that 2024 storm with no problem. They're so good at what they do. The insurance companies respect and respond to them. Consider this part of your spring maintenance for your home and call Curtis today and get him out there. He did my new roof, and it looks fantastic. You're going to love working with him. They specialize in all the luxury roof shingle lines. Call 314-222-9529 or go online today to CorelRoofingCo.com.
Don't let tax refund worries hold you back. File now with TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They'll find every credit and deduction to help you get every refund dollar you deserve or your money back. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
Annie Frey is St. Louis conservative.
Redneck.
Welcome back. It's the Annie Frey Show on 97.1 FM Talk. A reminder, the Odyssey app, AUDACY. You can stream us anywhere, anytime. We'd love to keep you company right there through the app. So follow 97.1 FM Talk and the Annie Frey Show. And you don't have to miss anything if you are trying to stay connected wherever you might go. It's next question time here on the Annie Frey Show.
Next question. It's a legitimate question.
Next question.
Next question, please.
Next question on the Annie Frey Show.
So we've got a few questions coming in on the text line. Anything you want to ask us on the show, all four of us in here, Brad, Ryan, Ethan, Annie, myself, the main lady, as Rich Voss called me earlier on the show. If you want to ask any of us or all of us a question, now's your time. You can text it to 314-241-9797. We've got a few questions ourselves that we'll ask intra-studio here, but we love prioritizing yours first. Ryan, you said you got one from the listeners?
Andrew signed this one. He says,
Hi,
quote, "Hey, for the Ask Me Anything segment, I got a great question for you guys."
You said, ask me anything.
I might have.
We'll never know.
It says, if you could change one thing about our political system, either to make it more fair or more constitutional, what would that be? He gives example. He says whether it would be term limits, a cap on election spending, literally can be anything that you would make a constitutional amendment.
I know term limits is a really big thing that people push. I don't know that term limits is the be-all, end-all. I think that the thing that precedes term limits is the money that is in the election system. So the longer you're there, the easier it is for you to just pile up money and donations, and the harder it is for other people to even compete because of name ID and everything. So I don't have the answers to this. I don't have a constitutional amendment written down on the paper in front of me right now, ready to go. But I don't like the way money is in politics right now.
I have a perfect answer to this question. It is a balanced budget amendment. Boom. That is the absolute number one amendment.
So explain what you mean by
okay,
balanced budget.
I want a balanced budget amendment. It wouldn't solve the debt, but it would cap us going into further debt. So you'd have to know exactly how much was coming in, and that's all that could go out. That's a balanced budget. It's a zero-sum game, and that would be at the federal level. I'd like to see states do it too.
Do you like that the senators just passed that they don't get paid in a shutdown?
That's fine. Yeah, it's.
I do, but I didn't even bring it up on the show before this because I'm like, good for you. Do you want a cookie?
No,
like,
yeah.
What are we celebrating
Thank you?
Yeah.
Thank you. But man, a balanced budget amendment would change everything. So many of the stupid programs and things that we spend money on would have to be curtailed, and it would stop inflation in its tracks. Boom, right there. So
Brad?
yes, we would have to. We'd have to do
It's a good one.
The balanced budget one is tempting. The only thing that I worry about is like a for real time of war, and that's. I mean, when you go back and look, when we've gone up in big debt, it's because of a war that we've had to fight, and you just have to be able to spend more. But whenever I look at this, I'm not sold on term limits. I think what I would do is require this will go to the money thing that Annie was talking about. I think I would require
Fight to the death.
Yeah. No, I would require representatives and senators to live in dorms in D.C. I think that this idea that, oh, you can find your own place or you got to find your own place, they always talk about how expensive that stuff is. I think if you put them in dorms, what you're removing from them is the temptation to receive kickbacks.
I don't think it would
places.
remove temptation from them.
Well,
if they're living in dorms, keg stand.
Kickbacks and stuff like that. You know, you partner the senators with the senators from the other
A lot
senator
of them
from the states.
live in their offices, though.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to figure out a way to keep them from needing that extra money to do that. And then I think I would also ban them from trading stocks. It'd have to be some sort of blind.
Yeah, I don't know that they shouldn't be able to do it, but they shouldn't have any part in guiding it with all the insider information. All good stuff. Good stuff. Ryan, next question from the
Next
listeners?
question from
314-241-9797. If you want to text us, drop your name too so we can shout you out.
These are two that are very similar. I'll ask them back to back. One, this is from Jeff in Eureka. He says, if you had to be on a stranded island with one of your coworkers, who and why?
Ethan, you go first because you didn't answer the constitutional amendment one.
You know, while I think that there are pros to being stuck on an island with most of you,
There's
think
definitely cons.
there's certainly cons.
Is it? Yeah. Is this a process of elimination or okay?
Ryan's gone first.
But who would make you laugh and lighthearted? Can you imagine him trying to crack jokes while you're trying to survive?
Yeah. Like
think he would.
Ryan's entire purpose would just be like gone, and I think he would understand it too. He'd be like, "I'm useless here."
He's right.
I would probably. Ooh, this is really hard between Brad and Annie. I would probably say. I think I'd probably say Brad. I think that Brad is just very. I think of Brad's like knowledge with like cars and just like around the home. Yeah, resourcefulness. And I think that could translate well to survival. So I think that Brad would probably be best shot of
Brad?
surviving.
Well, I know this is going to come as a shock to you guys. I wouldn't pick Ryan.
Shock.
No.
Can't believe it.
Ryan's the real winner here. He's not on the stranded island.
I feel like Ryan would be like, Brad, why isn't that fire made yet? Brad, I'm cold. Where's the shelter for me? I know Ethan.
I'd
I think
for
I would.
berries.
I think I would pick Ethan because Ethan and I we have a working relationship where I'm like, hey, Ethan, can you do this for me? And Ethan's like, sure. And it goes.
He thinks he could boss you around, Ethan.
And it happens. And then if Ethan asks me to do something, I'm able to go and do whatever it is that he asks me. So we have a really good working relationship as far as that goes. And that I think that our interactions would be really good on a desert island trying to
Chris,
get us off.
shut up.
What did Chris say?
Annie could signal airplanes with her magnificent teeth. You just sit down. You just sit right down.
Just shaking her head at the sun, SOS, his
Ryan?
Morse code.
Ryan, I want to pick you.
Thank you.
But I can't think of a reason why.
Thank you. No, I
Sell it
understand.
to me.
I understand.
Sell it to me. I'm picking you.
Good. This is good.
Explain to me why. Advocate for yourself. Why do I pick you to be with me on the island?
Well, if you just heard those two guys talking,
I asked you to sell
Brad
it.
is basically going to stand there and go, all right, who's going to get me a radio? Like, it doesn't sound to me like...
It's super resourceful. Hey, you!
Hey, you know what we need here?
Give me a boat!
Who's got a cell phone? I just didn't give me a lot of confidence, and I was going to say Brad.
Yeah.
But then Ethan goes, I think I'd pick Brad because he's good at building cars. Not something I would need on a desert island.
But if you want to get around the island...
Hey, bro, if I can fix a car engine, I can fix a boat engine.
So, anyway, that's me putting them down.
I want to pick you.
Yeah, you want to pick me?
I want you to tell me why I'm picking you, though.
Guess who had the most snacks in their backpack on the airplane? Yep, it was me. And they were sun-kissed fruit gems.
Yeah.
And they're going to give you a little burst of energy for days.
Ryan?
Yep, little bursts, and then you crash.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Are you sharing them with me?
What are you doing for me?
See?
What do you... that was a little inappropriate, but I'm just talking survival.
I'm letting you look at my teeth.
I'm just. I see those every day.
See, look, listen. This is you make me laugh. I smile. The planes see my teeth. We're saved.
I just don't know if that's scientific.
Use Ryan's glasses.
You're gonna use orange gummies to save us because you had them in your pants pocket?
No, because they were in my bag. I don't keep them in my pants.
I'm picking Ryan.
Use Ryan's glasses.
He does have snacks and food in all the places.
Yep.
And I'm not doing crap for him.
I guess I have to pick Andy.
That's the closest
I was
I've
going
ever
to pick Brad, but then he was like, you know what? I need somebody who's just going to go get me some logs.
I think, Ryan, if you and I were stuck on an island together, we'd go down laughing.
Yeah, probably.
It would end with some level of joy.
Yeah, probably.
We'd be laughing at these yahoos for creating a car that could drive around the island. Look at those idiots. They're on this side of the island. Now they're on that side of the island.
Would have AC.
They just spent the last 10 days building a car. Look at these idiots.
At least we die in comfort.
Oh man, keep sending us your text messages. We're gonna take a quick break here, but we would much prefer answer your questions coming in on the Annie Frey Show text line 314-241-9797. Leave your name in the text as well so we can give you a shout out. 314-241-9797. Ask us anything. We'll be right back.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Hi, this is Jill Schlesinger, CBS News business analyst, certified financial planner, and the host of the Jill on Money podcast. Beginning, middle, or end of the year, it's always a great time to take control of your financial life. And the Jill on Money podcast is here to help. Your questions make it possible for me to provide unconventional and entertaining insights on your money, and more importantly, on your life. Follow and listen to Jill on Money wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're hiring a contractor, you want to work with somebody with a great reputation. Mark Cox here to tell you more about Chesterfield Fence and Deck. Better Business Bureau Torch Award winners, family-owned Small Business of the Year Award winner with the Small Business Administration, and they consistently rank in the top 100 for replacement contractors in Remodeling Magazine. That's why it matters who you work with. They've been family-owned since 1968, and it's a sign you have the very best when this is in your yard. It doesn't matter what you're looking for. Maybe you need a new deck. They've got Vecadec materials, which is basically maintenance free. They can, of course, do cedar decks and cedar fences as well. Maybe you just want a screened-in porch or you want an all-season room. They do, of course, free in-home estimates and free project design on top of it. When you go over there, tell them Mark Cox sent you. You get a special discount of 48 months, same as cash financing. Go to ChesterfieldFence.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
The YouTube live chat poll today is, how do you view graduation season? Is it a season of beginnings or is it a season of endings? Ends. Also, we are taking your questions right now. If you want to text them in, 314-241-9797. As we do next question, Ask Me Anything. And it is 2:33. This time check is sponsored by Jerry Kelly Heating, Air Conditioning, Electrical, and Plumbing.
It's time for a $98 AC tune-up.
Celebrating 250 years of freedom and 25 years of 97.1 FM Talk in St. Louis.
Singing radio.
So we're going through a little Ask Us Anything on a Friday afternoon. The Mark Reardon Show is coming up here in about 25 minutes. Right before we hand it over to him, we'll give you the results of today's YouTube live chat poll. How do you view graduation season? Is it a season of beginnings or is it a season of endings? Ryan, I'm asking you that question. Brad, you'll go next. What do you think, Ryan?
I think it's a season of beginnings. That's the way I looked at it when I graduated. That's the way I hope to look at it when my kids graduate.
Think that'll change?
Yeah. But I'm going to try.
It can be both.
I'm sure it will be.
It's actually the fact that it is a season of beginnings is what makes it a season of endings for you as the parent.
Yeah.
So you're going to go beginnings.
I'm going to try to.
Hold on tight to that as long as you can. What do you think, Brad?
This question is really tough for me because I've never really looked at it as either or. I look at graduations as like signposts or mile markers. It's like, here's a destination, you've reached this one, now the journey continues. So in that sense, I guess if I had to vote on one or the others, I look at it as a season of beginnings because this phase of your life is over. Now it's time to move on to what's next, and you can't go back. So all you got is to look forward. So I look at it as a new beginning.
Question from a listener says, hello, is it Wiggins singing in the promotional opening of your show? Did we play that at the beginning of this hour?
I don't know if we did this hour. We've got a lot going on.
We usually do.
Yeah. In the Friday 2 p.m. hour, we play the throwback to the full old version of the Annie Frey Show open, and Ryan does a parody of it.
Yes. So the answer is yes, that is me. Here's a question from our text line, 314-241-9797. If you want to text a question in, just something creative. Hello. Oh, sorry. I already read that one. Hello. Is it Wiggins?
It's me.
It is me. Hey, just again to confirm. If
you text a question right now to 314-241-9797 and you send it to Ryan, he's going to answer it. Mm-hmm. So if you ever want to know anything.
If you needed a brain transplant, whose brain at 97.1 would you take? The whole station. Whose brain?
Ooh.
You go first, Ryan.
Fred Bottomer.
Obviously. He took all of our answers.
I know. Yeah. He's got it together. He's just got it together. He's so cool and calm. Smart guy. Second to that, I would probably pick, there's a lot of people who are very quick here. So it's tough to choose.
What do you mean by quick? Like
very,
speedy?
like quick-witted.
Bobbing and weaving through the hallways?
Yeah, I mean, among the three hosts, the main hosts, you and Mark, all three of you guys are really fast. So I would choose any one of you guys.
Pick.
Make your choice.
Pick me.
Okay, I'll pick Annie.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I picked you for my island so we could die together.
Yeah, we didn't have a future. We were going to die.
I was resolved to that. So you pick Fred Bottomer. Got it.
Yeah, well, who do you pick?
Brad, you go next.
I
want to answer this with some.
When this question was
purpose.
asked, the first person who popped into my mind was Fred Bottomer, because
you know what it takes to do what you do, and Fred would
help me do my job so much better than what I do it now. He is so good at what he does, and he's been doing it for so long. There's just a wealth of information there.
Is he there?
No, he's not, but I'd be looking
I was
at
just
him
saying,
right
you're
now
just
if I
saying it
could.
because he can see us.
He's probably gone.
But if Ryan picked Fred and I couldn't pick Fred, Annie, I think I would go with you because I think that I really like the way your mind works and your innovativeness and the way you're pushing things forward and stuff like that. And I really like that aspect. So that's something that I would want.
That was so sincere.
Okay.
Ryan
who do you
said,
answer?
"Fine, I'll pick you."
Just because you're here, I would have picked anybody.
Shut up. Is this forever or just for like a day?
Yeah, it's forever.
Are we just trying this on just to see?
No. We're trying it forever, and you also just constantly drool.
Well, I was gonna pick you. I mean, I think it would be interesting. Can you phrase the question again? Can you say it again just so I know
Okay.
how it was phrased? Did you
If
lose
you
it?
needed a brain transplant, whose brain at 97.1 would you take?
You guys both said nice things about my brain and how I think, but it's kind of exhausting to, not that my brain is so functional or anything like that, but I do a lot of thinking. I do a lot of overthinking and analyzing everything. I refer to myself as an optimizer. I'm always trying to optimize things that have nothing to do with me or my business, but I'm always out there trying to optimize, and it is kind of exhausting. Trisha's brain. I'd take Trisha's brain. She
was on my list.
She's on my list. Trisha would be up there because she and I think very similarly, but we have very different personalities. So she kind of had, it'd be like having my brain, but being a nicer, better person. Sorry. I mean, you're welcome, Trisha. Sorry to me for having overanalyzed that. But if it weren't Trisha, maybe Ryan, just to see what the other side's like.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it? I'd be dead, but because my brain would be not in my body. So I wouldn't get to see what your experience was.
Well, I hadn't considered the science of it.
Would it still be me, but in your body then? Good question.
Next question.
Ryan for the island, one word, cannibalism.
What?
That is actually not a question. I'm sorry, I can't answer that. Next question is, Ryan, which of Annie's kids is your favorite? I don't think that's a very favorite.
Wait a second. I got to see the...
That's not a...
Is that really there?
Yeah.
Annie?
Which of Annie's kids is your favorite?
That is...
You recognize the number?
No, it's not. That's not my kids. Because two of them are out of school.
Okay, so your kids did not text that in.
That would have been brilliant.
I find that question offensive. I won't answer that.
I think three of them might be... All four of them could be listening right now. Which one?
All right, Molly.
That's a safe bet. She's so cute. They're all great,
Just
though.
a cute
They're
kid.
amazing kids.
Okay, this is a separate question. If a tomato is technically a fruit, is ketchup a smoothie?
No.
All right.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Technically, that is correct.
Are we discussing this?
I don't know.
You don't drink it.
Here's another one. I think we've answered something like this recently, though. What sporting event did you attend that was the most exciting?
I've asked that question before, and one of my answers to that, like, specific game that you were at. So not like, oh, I really like going to Cardinals games or whatever. Jared and I, in the year, it was August 2010, we have a slow and steady process of trying to see all the baseball stadiums. And so we went to Cincinnati, and we went in August of 2010, and we had Charlie in tow, and he was 10 months old. No, 9 months old. What month is August? 8? He was like 9 months old. And it was the St. Louis Cardinals, Cincinnati Reds brawl game where Yadier Molina hits a home run, I think, to go up 2-1. And then the next time, I think it was at Brandon Rollins. Am I remembering? Brandon Phillips?
Brandon Phillips.
Brandon Phillips comes up to bat and taps Yadi on his shin guards. Yadi starts jarring back, and then pretty soon there is a huge brawl. Chris Carpenter on one side, Scott Rowland for the Cincinnati Reds on the other. Jason LaRue had his career ended because he took Johnny Cueto's spikes off of his face. All of this happening while what was originally a really good baseball game. 2-1, playoff hunt, pennant race, and it was crazy to be in the stadium for that. That was, I think, That and we won the pennant against the Dodgers against Clayton Kershaw. I think Michael Wacha pitched Game 6. Jared and I were at that game. Maybe those two.
I said just going to the Masters in 2017. Not because anything in particular happened, but just that I got to go.
Super cool.
The interesting thing about mine is mine's tied for two between two auto races. The first one was whenever I went to the Indy 500. I mean, it's the granddaddy of them all. That was the coolest experience of my life. It was exciting. It was a great race. The driver that won had been chasing the Indy 500 for years and finally won his first Indy 500. But the other one is the Enjoy Illinois 300 from last year. I got through work, through Annie, I got media passes, and I got all access, like sitting on the pit wall, taking videos of cars getting pit stops.
I got him there. He got me in the White House.
It was awesome.
Brad is in the outhouse.
So
no, Ryan. Sorry, wrong name.
Yep, in the outhouse.
Taking a poop.
So that was those two are my two favorite most exciting sporting events I've ever been to.
Cool. One more before we go to break.
Yeah, one more. These are really good questions, you guys. Thanks for texting.
314-241-9797. We'll keep going.
Whose voice would you want for your inner monologue?
Anybody's voice.
Not anybody in the room,
Yeah.
just anybody in general. Who would you want?
You guys got anybody?
I got one.
Who?
John Cleese.
I don't know if I know his
He
voice.
was when you mentioned Fievel Goes West, he played Caterwauld's voice in Fievel Goes West.
Way out west.
La, la, Monty Python.
How many times? What other radio show can you listen to and get Fievel Goes West mentioned twice in 1 week?
Probably some sort of Disney podcast.
I don't know. That's not Disney.
But he's
What
got.
is it? It's not?
I don't think so. I think it was Fox.
Oh.
He does great voineover work, and I mean he was Monty Python. He's hilarious, and him narrating my inner monologue would be funny and hilarious.
Fran Drescher.
So I get your brain put in my head, and that's what it sounds
It's
like.
going to be Fran Drescher talking to you the whole time.
I was gonna do a Fran Drescher impression, but it would have been a failure. Gosh, I don't know. My grandma's. That was from Australia.
That's really nice.
That's real. Listen, I love Australian voices, and my grandma had a beautiful voice, and it was definitely accented from down under. She passed away in her late 70s, I think. And every once in a while, you ever do this? You pop open a home video or something, and you hear the voice of somebody who's passed. It just stops you in your tracks.
Yep.
Cuts you right to the soul. I'd pick Grandma.
I would have also accepted Pauly Shore.
314-241-9797. If you'd like to text us anymore, ask us anything, questions, we are asking you to answer the question, how do you view graduation season? Is it a season of beginnings? Is it a season of endings? And how are you doing, parents and grandparents of graduates? You doing all right? I hope so. Hopefully you see this as a season of beginnings. 314-241-9797 for your texts. Go vote in the Annie Frey YouTube live chat poll. We'll wrap it up here with the results when we come back. HomeshieldFoundationRepairs.com. I encourage you to get to know Matt Hayes as somebody who can fix that foundation concern that you have once and for all, to do it right the first time. There's a whole variety of people who you can call and contact for a foundation repair concern, like a wet, leaky basement. You've got settling at your home. You've noticed a crack in the wall that used to look like this. Now it looks like that. And you can tell the problem is getting worse. It's certainly not going to get better on its own. You want an expert, and you want Matt Hayes, 314-271-9900, to look at what your problem is and give you a realistic and complete solution for your problem. Home Shield Foundation Repair goes above and beyond. They make sure that the solution that they provide you is going to be a lasting one. So for whatever your foundation concern is, whatever your needs are, Matt Hayes, he's waiting for the phone call, and he's ready to fix it for you once and for all. 314-271-9900, online at HomeshieldFoundationRepairs.com.
Never miss a beat. Take 97.1 FM Talk with you. The voices you trust, Mark Cox, Annie Frey, Mark Reardon, Scott Jennings, and more are just a tap away with the Odyssey app. Stream 97.1 FM Talk, St. Louis Conservative.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-894-7722. That's 800-894-7722. Again, 800-894-7722.
The Annie Frey Show is St. Louis conservative.
All right, welcome back. You guys like Alanis Morissette? We're all from the Alanis Morissette time period. She's ours.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you, A, appreciate her for the time that she filled in your life, that she can bring you back to a specific time? B, do you appreciate her? Because she's a unique kind of a taste.
Well, but she's ubiquitous with culture, though. I mean, that one album really is just that one album.
Jagged Little Pill. She's more than
was enormous. She had a couple, but she never really had any major hits on other albums.
Maybe only explicit lyrics because it had the label on it.
Yep.
Like, ooh, this is bad.
Yep. I just heard the other day that the Red Hot Chili Peppers wrote half of that song. Like,
which one?
The main one. What's it called?
There's a lot of huge
Ironic?
hits off that.
No, not Ironic. It's the first one that came out on the album. The one that has the F word in it. That caused the explicit.
Hand in My Pocket? That's that's on there. I mean, it's a great album.
Those are all on there. But
yeah. You like Alanis Morissette, Brad?
I don't love it, but I don't know. I don't hate it either. But it was like my sister's album, and it was like her and the Spice Girls and all that other stuff.
You ought to know.
You ought to know. That's the one.
All that stuff playing out of my sister's room with her friends and whatnot, and it just evokes memories of my sister's annoying friends.
Do you like your sister?
I do.
Okay.
But growing up, we had a
Not
contentious.
her friends.
We had a contentious relationship. It was like a game almost to them.
Next question, Ryan, from the listeners.
Next question from the listeners. Okay.
You learn. Hand in My Pocket. Ironic. Head Over Feet. All I Really Want.
I think more than half of that album was released as singles.
It was great.
Okay, the question is... Dang, man, there are so many. I'm trying to find it. If Trump found a way to run in 2028, would you support it?
No. No. Let me think more. No. Brad?
No, I wouldn't. No, he will have. He's reaching that age where it's like, all right, man, you've done a great thing. You've got a great legacy going on. Just walk away right off into the sunset.
I wouldn't want it for him.
Right.
Don't die in office.
Right.
I mean, there's still so much that he'll be able to do, not as the president, and he's already reshaped the future of this country. I don't think he wants it. His supporters don't want it. It gets talked about because it agitates a certain group of people. That's the only reason. Next question.
I wouldn't really do it either. If he was the nominee, I guess I'd vote for him, but I don't want him to be the nominee. I don't want him to run again.
Yeah,
That's what the question is.
Take it seriously that's even in the cards.
If you were a dog, what kind of dog would you be? And here's the choices from the listener.
Let's not choose for ourselves. Let's choose for each other.
Okay. Lap dog.
I'd be a
guard dog. What kind of dog?
A female one.
A female dog. A service dog or a hunting dog. That's from Sean in Collinsville.
That's a good one. A guard dog, a hunting dog, a service dog. What else?
Lap dog, guard dog, service dog, hunting dog.
What would Brad be?
Service dog.
I was going to say guard dog.
Or hunting dog. He could probably do both. He would definitely not be a lap dog.
You would.
I would probably be a lap dog.
You'd be a lap dog. You'd be like, where do I lay down and get comfortable?
Who's going to feed me the fastest?
But like, being a lap dog isn't terrible either, because the lap dogs are great. You know, they come up, they sit on your lap whenever you're watching TV or whatever, and they offer companionship and friendship.
No,
and
that's
I
a
think,
service dog in this context.
Well, lap
lap
dog does
dog
all
is-
those things that Brad's talking
Yeah.
about. That's what they do. They sit on your lap. They just basically
they hang out with you.
They just get pet.
Yeah.
I would be none of these. I would be a hot dog, and I'd do this little dance.
Would be.
And you're thinking of a hot dog in a bun doing a dance right now. Don't do that. That's a temptation.
You don't want this
Think
to use
about
the bun?
think about a
Just without a
dog
bun?
standing on its hind legs doing that dance. And be like, dang, that is a hot dog. It's Friday.
Gosh. Yeah, it's. What time is it? I looked at that. The second hand was straight up. I don't do regular clocks, and I'm like, we're 4 minutes late.
Okay, Balls here says, Annie, did your parents ever hate a boy you dated?
Ooh, I didn't know about them all. No, I didn't date anybody who is hateable that they knew.
There wasn't somebody that was wearing a leather jacket, driving a motorcycle, being like, I don't even care.
My dad probably wore
have
a
a
leather
cause.
jacket and rode a motorcycle.
So he would have loved that.
No. No.
Annie, you're dating a 1950s greaser.
I don't know if you. Yeah, he's 70.
The smoke's rolled up in his sleeve.
You're like, I like his lifestyle, but I think he's a little old.
Yeah, but he was in the band The Hollies.
I don't know if you guys can react to this or choose not to, but I think that my parents thought that I could handle myself. I actually think my parents trusted me. They didn't oversee, and they probably, I don't know, my dad probably felt sorry for them. Shoot. Sorry, Jared.
He's like, just looking out for
They're
you,
like-
kid.
they meet my boyfriend. They're like, you sure?
All right.
Do you know her? You really want to? You can go about the back door. Just down the hallway.
You don't want to date her.
Just run. We'll get you at the corner.
I'll cover for you.
It's okay. We get it. One.
No, seriously, what do you see in her?
Okay. All right. But seriously.
Another question from Balls here.
Balls.
He says, Ryan, did your parents ever hate a boy you dated? No balls.
No balls. That was their parents'
That
rule.
was my MO. Said, I am not dating you if you got those things.
Did any of you have significant others that were problematic in the fam?
No, I didn't date a whole lot either. So I think my parents were just.
Everybody was into you.
Oh, yeah. I was very choosy. Whenever I would bring a girl home, I think my parents were just excited.
Like, hey.
Hey, look at what he's doing. This is great.
Grandkids.
If my parents didn't like anybody I dated, they never told me. But looking back, there are some girls that I dated that my mom probably was like, Brad, you probably shouldn't be dating that girl. She's not good for you. So.
YouTube live chat poll for today. How do you view graduation season? Season of beginnings, season of endings. Brad, your vote?
I said season of beginnings, but I'm not like super partial to either one.
Ryan?
Season of beginnings.
Is there more?
Nope.
Alex? I'm gonna say season of endings for me, but I wish I could see it differently. I want to. I hate endings. I'm so wrapped up in them. They make me all weepy, and I don't like being weepy. 76% of you voted today, season of beginnings, so good for you. Fourth of you that voted endings, hang in there. It'll be good. Mark Rear next.
Time now for today's Spotlight on Money, sponsored by Wesley Financial.
Frequent money conversations can be the secret to a successful marriage.
It could be monthly, it could be quarterly, whatever time period. Frequent